Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and are we dropping frames, or does everything look good? Why am I not centered up the way I'm supposed to be? Hold on, let me enable studio mode so that I can go in here and make a quick adjustment to my face cam. Give me one moment here because I noticed I'm not centered up. I was centered up. I did it like a test thing earlier and verified that I was in fact centered up, and I no longer am. Not that that's super relevant or anything. It only really matters to me that I be centered up. So there we go. That's a little bit better. If I slouch, am I going to be okay? Not really. I guess I just need to have good posture. Maybe a little further back. Maybe right about there. That ought to do it, because I will inevitably slouch. Okay, take me out. Oh, hold on. There we go. Take me out of studio mode. Verify that we have functional audio. Nerd up. So there we go. That's a little bit better. If I slouch, am I going to be okay? Not really. I guess I just need to have good... Well, that's a bad sign. If I have functional audio, I can't hear it. What about on Twitch? We're doing sign language now. Yeah, I can't hear anything. Doesn't mean we don't have audio. It might. Stream output number 6. Well, that should be the correct audio channel. Why don't I hear anything? Hold on, let me make sure all of these are doing the same. Streaming. 6, yeah. Okay, so audio should be working and it's not. Put number 6. Did I change audio device? Well, that should be the correct audio channel. Actually, why don't I hear anything? So in fact, the audio might very well be working, and I might be panicking for no reason. I mean, I'm not really panicking necessarily. 6. How the heck do you get to sound devices? Okay, so audio 11? Should be working. Why is it so bad? How do you do this? What am I supposed to do? Number 6. Sound settings? Did I change audio device? Well, that should be the correct audio channel. Okay. Actually, why don't I hear anything? So in fact, the audio might very well be working, and I might not change it. How do I get to the proper sound settings? Panicking necessarily. 6. How the heck do you get to sound devices? Okay, so audio should be working. Why is it so bad? How do you do this? What am I supposed to do? It's all a mess. There it is. Okay, that's not the right. That should be the correct audio channel. That would explain it. Why don't I hear? We still might not have the audio might very well be working. And I might not change it, but it might not really, I don't know. I can't really test until I figure out what device. How the heck do you get to sound devices? Okay, so audio should be working. Why is it so bad? How do you do this? Disable that one. Disable that one. Okay. So theoretically now, headphones, that's the one, set as default. And then now if I go back to the stream, do I hear anything? It's all a mess! Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, sorry. Apologize, everyone. Deep apology for that. I've been swapping devices around, and I guess it just changed my default output, which you'd think I would have tested before starting the stream. Let's have a moment. Let's talk shop for a second while the game loads, and I'll explain to you how we got into this situation. Is there audio on this screen? There's not even audio on this screen. Gosh darn it. Hold on. There should be. Is it because it's invisible? There we go. Okay, game audio should be playing through on this screen now. I wanted to adjust the settings such that we could have a dedicated stream to each platform instead of sharing the stream between the one that goes to Twitch and the one that goes to Kick, right? Because Twitch is limited to like 6 megabits per second, Kick can go up to 8, YouTube is a whole different thing where we're using AV1, and we did not have what it took to do that with just the 4070 Ti, because we're also doing a local recording. So I went and I fished out the little Intel card that could, the A380, which is just a killer little AV1 encoder. It does H.264 and HEVC as well. QuickSync is beautiful, especially at higher bit rates, which we were using for like local recording in the YouTube. Shoved it in there, it booted up, but the card wasn't there. Realized I hadn't plugged a power cable in. I have two different A380s, and the one I put in there requires an additional CPU power. The other one doesn't, but it's in use somewhere else. So I had to go fish around for a cable to the power supply, which took forever. Finally got it all working. This was last night, okay? Tried to do a bunch of different test streams, and I had to figure out where to put what streams, because putting certain streams on the A380 versus on the 4070 Ti would cause lag, would cause it not to stream properly, would cause it to say it's streaming, but there's no actual data going to Kick or Twitch, and it turned into this whole ordeal, and I finally got it figured out. Shout out to whoever is watching on Kick right now, listening to me drone on and on about this. Listen, what matters is, as far as I can tell, it is working. Oh, encoder overloaded? What do you mean encoder overloaded? I tested this last night! Apologies to anyone who had to sit through me starting and stopping the stream on YouTube multiple times to test. Who are you and why are you walking up to me?
Good evening, ma'am.
Roland, I'm busy right now, okay? I'm dealing with stress and strain and struggle, all right? If I just start running, how bad is it going to get? Is it going to become... it's going to turn into a slideshow is what's going to happen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're not done testing, apparently. I didn't do this extensively enough, and now I've got to look into which GPU it is that's dying on me right now. Hopefully this is the exciting, thrilling content you've all come to see. It's still so I've not put enough load, I guess, on the AV1, the A380. So A380 got very low usage on the video encoders. So that is where we are doing the... does it say encoding lag? Yeah. Okay, so not rendering lag. So it's not the actual like OBS preview or anything. If you're watching on Twitch or you are watching on Kick, I would wager that you're probably having right now at this exact moment a superior viewing experience. Yeah, frames are not dropping on those platforms because those are on the A380. So let me make a couple of adjustments real quick. I'm sorry, I apologize. This is not how I wanted to start this stream. Let me make a couple of changes to the YouTube stream to see if I can just eke out a little bit more performance. I might have gone a little too aggressive with the YouTube stream, trying to do like a full 2-pass resolution. Turn off all this nonsense, hit apply. I'm gonna have to stop. So if you're watching on YouTube, which a couple of people are, you're going to see a little hitch, a little hiccup there as that stream resumes. And then as soon as I see myself looking back at the camera, okay, I made like 2 changes. It's no longer, seemingly no longer dropping frames. Let me reset that. So I can, no, it definitely is. Okay. Well, rather than listen to me yammer and stammer, here's this. think we've done it. I think we've got it. I had to turn things down a lot. I might be able to eke out a little bit more performance, but I would wager that probably, because YouTube re-encodes everything, it does not store the live data that you send it. It actually just re-encodes on the fly, unlike Twitch and Kick that just rebroadcast whatever you're sending in, they just spit back out. I doubt if it's even noticeable that I had to lower the settings on YouTube, honestly, and they're still higher than they were when we were trying to do everything on a single card. So we're good. We're good. We're going to stick with that for now. Should we do another introduction? Should we restart? Let's restart. Let's get the energy going again. Howdy, folks! Welcome back to the live stream, where everything is working fine. We got no problems with the audio. We got no problems with the video. It's all running smooth and looking great, and we're ready for some more fun, exciting times in the wonderful world of Oblivion. We're back in Cyrodiil. We are back here at the Cloud Ruler Temple, I believe it's called. Actually, yeah, no, that's exactly what it's called. Almost called it the Cloud Keep, but it is not the Cloud Keep. And we are going to continue where we left off last time. We still need to go find a bed. Should we actually do that before we do anything else? Because I know myself well enough to know that if I don't immediately go to a bed, I will forget to sleep. We will never level up. We will be talking about it for the next 40 to 50 minutes. I will just constantly keep noting that we are ready to level up, and I haven't. I think we've slept at this bed down here at the end before. It doesn't really matter, I don't believe, and we don't really need to sleep all that long. But considering it is the middle of the night, maybe we ought to sleep until morning like a normal, well, I was going to say human being, but like a normal elf. We are an elf after all. Maybe we ought to go ahead and just have a nap and see how that treats us. So immediately the game nearly crashed, but... So that's how it works. You plod along, putting one foot before the other, look up, and suddenly there you are, right where you wanted to be all along. Well, I don't really know if level 9's where I always wanted to be. I think I probably wanted to be a little higher than that, but let's throw something into luck, throw a bit into speed, and then we'll throw the rest of it into strength, just so we can carry more. Or should we? Hold on, what are some of these other ones? I always forget. Magicka, we just don't use magic. Maybe we need to. Determine how quickly you regenerate magic greatly increases your maximum fatigue. That's useful, and I don't think we've thrown anything into that just yet. Maybe that's something to consider, or alternatively, deal more damage with, like, short swords, daggers, and bows. No, yeah, that is the correct option, isn't it? And then being able to move quickly is also good. If you move faster for every ounce of stamina, you get further with your stamina bar, right? Mom. That's how I see it, at least. So let's step back outside, get a big lungful, maybe even 2 lungfuls. I don't know how many lungs elves have, canonically, within this world. I've never bothered to ask or investigate it or look into it, so I don't know for sure. But let's get at least a minimum of 1 lungful of fresh morning air. Survey what is going to someday be our empire, because we're absolutely going to overthrow Martin. Right? He's a little bit of a Tweedly boy. I don't know how good an emperor he's going to be. I feel like he's going to oversee an empire in decline, quite honestly. And then we will have a look at what we're going to be doing today in the quest. So we've got Miskarkant, right? Martin has deciphered the 3rd item needed for the ritual, a rare Iliad artifact known as the Great Welkin Stone. He knows of only one place that still might contain one, the Iliad ruins of Miskarkant. I must find the Great Welkin Stone of Miskarkant and bring it to Martin at Cloud Ruler Temple. All right, I suppose we will go do that. A part of me thought we might go ahead and try to get more allies for Bruma, because Bruma needs more allies. We've only gotten them 1, and I feel like there are many more. In fact, I know there's many more, but we're not going to push the subject for right now, because I think that's mostly going to involve going around to different villages, or different cities, different towns, different settlements, talking to them, and then going into Oblivion Gates. And of the 3 or 4 we've done right now, I can't say I've been super impressed with the gameplay mechanic of the Oblivion Gates. They're not all that enticing or intriguing or interesting, and maybe there's some unique ones out there. We're going all the way back to almost Kvatch, where it says there's a gate to Oblivion. I don't know if it's going to reopen or what. Didn't we go here already? Have we talked to anyone here about maybe, I'm just thinking like 2 birds, 1 stone. If we fast travel back here to Sandstone Cavern, and we ride over here and we do this, instead of coming right back to Cloud Ruler Temple, maybe, if in fact we do need allies for Bruma, and there's some to be had right here, yeah, we'll stop in. Okay, I wish you could track more than one quest at a time, just so you can have both marks on the map, but Sandstone Cavern seems to be the one we would want to fast travel to if we're going to fast travel. There's a part of me that longs to just ride across these fields on the horse, but I know that it's such a long way, and the likelihood of me finding something interesting is high, and if I find something interesting, I'm going to want to go investigate that, which is going to lead to me being distracted, which means we're just not going to pursue the plot. Sorry, what? Hold on, can we all take a second to acknowledge... Are these trolls? We've seen trolls before. It's either trolls or they're apes. I'm not sure which. See what I mean, though? You see what I mean already? This is a bad situation we found ourselves in, because we're already distracted. What is your story there? Yeah, take the nightshade. Definitely take the nightshade. Hello? Oh, it's dead. It's definitely a troll from the looks of things. And there was definitely a second one up here. Oh, dear. Okay, we're no longer hidden. Oh, that's my... Get away from the horse! Why is that what they go to? Why don't you come after me for a change? You filthy troll. I mean, I guess they would. We don't want troll fat. It weighs too much. What are we going to do with it? It's worth a little bit, though. It's worth 25. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Remember what I said previously about maybe needing to sell some things? Maybe we should have done that first. What have I got on me that we can just drop that we're not going to miss? Look, shock damage on target, lesser staff of storms, okay, short sword of fragments. These all seem like really good things to have. What do we need to drop such that we can walk? What do we have that we're carrying? I guess the troll fat. That's enough that we can walk. Let's go back to... where did we find... I'm always forgetting. I think it was outside of Coral, Waynon Priory. We're going to go back there real quick. We're going to go up to Joffrey's safe chest, where we know we can safely store things. And we're going to throw away some of the more... Not throw away. We're going to store away some of the high-value items we've got that we might want to sell. But we don't want to sell them right now. The game is hitching like crazy. We've dropped 0 frames in the capture since I did all those changes at the top of the stream. Good to go there. However... the game itself is having a bit of an issue right now, which is odd. I've not changed any of the settings. Okay, what do we have to hit in order to... I think we have to hit search, and then somehow that brings up the menu to put things away, where we can tuck away... We might want to keep this. We might want to sell that. You know, we definitely don't need them right now. I don't need 12 dwarven arrows on me at the moment. What else do we not need? We've got a decent supply of silver arrows, but we've also got steel arrows. Ancient blade helmet's cool. We're currently wearing it. We're gonna get rid of it. I don't need it. We have done a great job of staying away. Oh, iron greaves. We definitely do not need to be carrying around. Whatever this is of the Cobra. We need to go get our boots fixed. If we can find someone to do that real quick. Fortify and luck. Block we don't do a lot of. We're bow and arrow individuals. We're bow and arrow elf gals, so we can probably store that away. For all the good it does. Store away the bone meal, get rid of the ectoplasm, the imp gall, the nightshade, keep the Nern root. We've got a quest for it later. We'll hold on to all of these potions, even though they all weigh half a pound each. And honestly, we never use them, and if we got rid of all of them right now, we would save a ton of carrying capacity, and we don't need them. And yet I'm leaving that screen, and I'm not... For some reason, I'm keeping them with me, but I'm getting rid of the sapphires and the rubies and the pearls, even though they weigh next to nothing, because I just make nonsensical decisions, it seems, and I'm charging forward with it even more so. We're just continuing to go. I hope I don't need any of those sigil stones later. We probably will. They're all going to be inside of here. We know where to find them. Get rid of the book that we stole that one time. I think we were going to read it as a bit. There's something else in here that we stole. Yeah, the Coral Dungeon key. Well, we might need that. I don't. If we go back to Coral, we're going to want to have that. We might need that Akavir. That key doesn't weigh anything. We're going to carry it with us. It's fine. All right, how's our carry capacity looking now that we've done all of that? Oh, much better. Much better. We can carry all kinds of nonsense. I don't think we can... Is that a different chest that we can also store things in? This one's Joffrey's chest, though. It's specifically labeled such. And for whatever reason, that makes it a safe chest. Other people have played the game. They've made the decision that that's a safe chest. We're not going to question it. We're going to play the game. We're going to carry on. Oh, that looked a little wacky, didn't it? What is this guy doing? Hanging out over here near the gate. You're not looking to reopen that gate, are you, pal? He's probably just like a holdover Poor fella. He was out here trying to do some, like, some rummaging around. He was trying to, like, get into it with the neighbors, with the locals. And tragically, instead, you know, he got left behind when the portal closed. Also, it looks like they... No, they didn't. No, tragically, Prior Mayburl is still here. Should we do something about that? Is he just going to be dead here forever? Let's head into town while we're here and see if we can't go ahead and get our boots repaired. I know it feels like we just keep drifting further and further away from what we've decided we're going to do, but that's only because we keep drifting further and further away from what we've decided to do, right? It only feels that way because that's reality. How do you get into this place? I feel like we've definitely run the wrong way around, considering there's like no roads leading up to here. Eventually we'll get to the gate, right? There's bound to be more than one way in and out of this city, even though I'm pretty sure the gate is on the clean opposite side. Who knows that I'm here? Who are you? Just some random ruffian? Get out of here, you. Don't shoot me. Uncalled for aggression, bandit bowwoman. I see that you and I have a lot alike. You carry your bow. You also use a knife. You got lovely leather boots. You know, we did not have to be enemies, but you chose a life of crime and violence, and you made the decision to attack me, not the other way around. It's not supposed to go down like this, okay? We could have been best friends. We could have been mates. Could have been buddies. Here we go. Here's the North Coral Gate. That's what I want to see. Or the Coral North Gate, actually, is what it's called. So what we'll do is we'll hop in here, take barely a second, get our stuff repaired, fast travel back to where we were. Nice and simple. Smooth. No worries. Hello.
Hello.
So let's see. Fighters Guild. I think this might even be... Didn't we have our boots? No, you know what? That was somewhere else. I was going to say this is where we had them repaired before, but that was up in Bruma. This is the place right here. Fire and steel. It's exactly what we need. We need someone who's got a fire and knows a thing or two about steel and hopefully repairing boots. Howdy.
Do you need something?
We're all in your debt for closing that Oblivion Gate outside the city. Well done.
Does that mean you're going to give me a discount? Let's see. Bartering? Repair. That's what we want.
Let me take a look at what you've got.
Please repair my boots for 3 gold. Yes. Thank you. We can repair these items ourselves. And in fact, that's ideal. What about training?
Let's get to training.
Okay. Affect your ability to maintain weapons and armor at maximum efficiency. Broken weapons and armor are less effective. So, the reason we want to eventually get ourselves up to... Like, currently we're a novice. The next tier above novice will actually be able to repair some of our gear ourselves that we currently can't. So let's go ahead and train. And unfortunately, we don't have enough to train all that much. That's it. We're topped out. We can only train twice here anyway, unless we have something we really want to sell. And regrettably, everything we'd want to sell, we just left behind, unless we want to get rid of these gauntlets. Why are we wearing these gauntlets? Fortify armor on self is nice, though. Fortify sneak, fortify armor, fortify endurance and strength. They're gauntlets, though. Gauntlets aren't worn by archers, I don't think. Do they look good on us? That's really the thing that matters. Do we like the gauntlets? You can't use a bow with a gauntlet. I don't even know if it actually makes an impact on our stats. I'm going to go ahead and say, though, that this is nonsensical. And we're going to try to sell the Forge Master's gauntlets for 261. Get them out of here. And in that way...
Thank you for your patronage.
No, thank you. I would actually like to train again one more time. Thank you. Armor increased to 19. I don't know at what level we stop being a novice. Probably at the next one. Armor increased to 20. Surely we're like something other than a novice now, right?
Take care.
No? It's probably like 25 then. I actually don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. We did just notice that we can, if we wanted to, further repair our gear. So if we have a hammer handy... we go ahead and repair our silver bow. Although we can only do our silver bow. We still cannot do this because we got to be an apprentice. And we're not yet an apprentice, which is a darn shame. That's okay. You know what? We tried. We put our best foot forward. And then we took it back. And then we put it forward. And then we took it back. And then we put it forward. And we wiggled it all about. We did the hokey pokey. And now we're heading back across the map to continue where we left off last time. At Miskarkind. Now, I don't know what we're getting ourselves into over here. We're not going to let that stop us. We're going to charge in boldly. I was going to say violently. Valiantly is what I meant. And we could check a refresher to see what this was all about. But I'm not going to. I think it's more fun if we figure it out as we go. It's now nighttime. There's an Oblivion Gate. That's unfortunate. Kvatch has already had to deal with that once. I'm not sure if they're looking to do that again. I'm not going to go confront that Oblivion Gate, though. I wonder if that's the one. Let's have a look at our map and we'll see. Oh, that's just the one outside of Kvatch. It's back. Are you joking? Really? I mean, it's not our problem. We liberated Kvatch. Surely they'll be capable of defending themselves now. The city was in ruin. It was a wreck. We left it smoking. It was in cinders. But they'll have to take care of themselves. We'll go deal with it eventually, I'm sure. I feel like, I don't know if we have to go to Kvatch to try to get help for Bruma, but that seems unlikely, right? Like, hey, I know this town is already ravaged by... Uh-oh. Hello? What are you? What kind of strange little creature are you? Are you a goblin? You look like a goblin. I'm just going to stand here and, like, tank hits from it, and then we'll one-shot it. I got a sassy comment from someone informing me that I was playing on easy mode. Well, I'll have you know that I'm not playing on easy mode. I am playing on... I actually don't even know if you can tell. I'm playing on Adept, because that's what I am at video games. I'm Adept. Also, Bethesda video game, like, difficulty sliders kind of suck. Especially, like, if it's anything like Skyrim's, where if you crank up the difficulty, all it does is give the enemies more health, and they hit you harder, and that just kind of sucks. I think I've talked about this before, but I do much prefer the way games like something like a Kingdom Hearts, those games will do these sort of higher tier, these critical modes, where, like, yeah, the bad guys hit you harder, but you also hit them harder, so it's less about just, like, bad guys becoming damage sponges and you becoming a sheet of glass, and more like, if you're good and you've got the mechanics and you can avoid being hit, you can do a bunch of damage, but you gotta be good, because otherwise you'll take a lot of damage. That's the better way to do it. Just making everything a damage sponge is lazy, and I'm not interested. I've entered the ruins of Miskarkand. Now I must find its great Welkid Stone. I remember all the legend and lore about the Welkid Stone. We had a whole conversation about it in the previous live stream. Now, all of that said, as well, Adept is clearly, you know, it's the middle difficulty. It's the one that Bethesda made the game for you to play on. You know, this is clearly, they balanced the experience around that one. And also, I'm bad at video games, and that's all the justification I need. So leave me be. Leave me be! I'm gonna play the game I want, the way that I want. Oh dear. Are these different factions, or did they just get into an argument? That definitely sounded like things were going poorly down there. I don't think that they were getting along. We'll have to investigate what his competition was. What was he actually dueling with? What are these glowing blue things on the floor? Is there a story to be had around here? Okay. These are zombies. So there's zombie... This is a zombie-infected hall, is what we're learning right there. They've got mort flesh. This guy's got a lockpick. We need more of those. We're not good at it. Someone sent me a link to a guide over on the Howdy Folks Discord for doing the lockpicking, and I gotta level with you. I gotta be honest. I'm really not sure if I understood what I watched. It kind of just made it sound like I needed to do what I was already doing, but just keep at it. Now, am I trapped down here, or am I just really dumb and I don't see the obvious way to get back out? Have I made a horrific mistake jumping down here? It kind of feels like it. Oh, here we go. Okay, no. It's fine. Maybe that's what happened to those guys as well. They hopped down here, but then they got jumped by a bunch of zombies. We're going to go first person because we're in close quarters. Tight close quarters. What I like about this is when I go back behind the wall, he seems to forget that I exist. Which is convenient for me. It suits my cause just fine. What you got there, buddy? Different... Oh, multiple different tiers of arrows he's got. Okay, the gate is opened remotely. Well, that means there's a switch or a lever or a cog or something somewhere that needs to be switched or levered or cogged. So I think if we just come this way, we would have ultimately ended up down here, which would have been the better route. I see you, zombie. I don't like zombies. I did a short about discovering zombies in this game. It didn't do well. People did not like to find out that there were zombies in Oblivion. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. I didn't like finding it out either. I was not happy about it. Oh dear. Well, that was almost a situation. Somehow, though, I think I got away with it. I feel like he might have seen me, but he can't see through these Hold on, what's happening? Uh-oh. Did this fight just kick off? Okay, the skeletons are pretty... They're pretty based, right? They're great at taking down the menace of the goblins. Why are the goblins also here? Are they here for the same thing I am, or are they just looking for a place to spend the winter? You know what I mean? Maybe they're not. Maybe they're also not happy about the Oblivion portals, and they're just looking for some refuse. Oh, this is a skeleton hero. Disagree. Whoa! Taking that battle axe, though. Worth quite a bit. Selling that on the open market. Gonna buy some more training from someone somewhere. See if we can't level ourselves up some more. Not that mace, though. Not worth a lot. Only interested in expensive loot. Not really interested in the cheap stuff. I understand with the volume, you know, if you sell a bunch of the cheap stuff, you'll get somewhere eventually. But that requires a great deal of patience. Alright. Are these chests going to be easy to open? Seems like it so far. Nothing we haven't had to pick yet. See, the rusty war axes, I'm not about that. 4? Again, if we had, like, unlimited carry capacity, I'd just buy everything, you know. But then at that point, we would just become our own traveling salesman. Why sell things to a reseller at a shop in a town when we could... Ooh, heavens. Stealth, everyone. Stealth. I'm a master of it. When we could become our own, like, businessmen. Okay. I hate it. Okay, so that one was... See, the... Alright, that's fine. Yeah, no, I didn't want what was in there anyway. I didn't care. There's another luck pick. Should we try our luck one more time? Should we just immediately throw it away on what's going to ultimately end up being useless? There you go, everyone. There you go. I did discover the other day via a YouTube short, which is where I get most of my information these days. This is an interesting mask you've got on there. Oh, that was... Okay, you got moves. I appreciate them. You got moves. I respect it. I did discover that there's an easy way to... like, level up your lockpicking, which involves... By the way, we've got another lockpick. Should we go try again? I don't think it's this one. I think you have to go somewhere else. But just doing this repeatedly? Or something like that? And for whatever reason... Oh, yeah, look at that. Security increased to 40. Oh, well, that was an accident. But for some reason, even though you're not actually, like, picking the lock, you're also not breaking your lockpick. So you can just find a lock somewhere and do this forever. Security increased to 41. Until you get your lockpicking, like, all the way maxed out. Which I feel like can't be... Like, this can't be what was intended by Bethesda. This can't be what they wanted. Why did no one patch this? I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. It's great, and in the background, I can hear my security level rising. Now, listen, we're not going to stay here till we get to, like, max level, whatever it may be. But we're currently level 41. And when we click off this screen, I've got this sneaking suspicion. I've got just this little idea in my head that we're going to be a much higher level. If I click the button faster, how high can we go? How quickly can we do it? How quickly can we break the game? We're defying the laws of reality here. We're defying Bethesda. We're defying the developers. The subtle rattle of lockpicks and falling lock tumblers is music to your ears. Your increased skills have made you a journeyman of security. When you pick locks, only 2 tumblers now fall when you break a pick. Well, well, well. We are now ready to level up as well. Well, that's fun. That's unfortunate. And there you go. No matter how high you level, if you're just not good at it, you're not good at it. And what can you do about it? What can you do against such reckless hate? Push the block, I say. That's what you gotta do. What did that do? Wait, what did that actually do? Did that open something further back? Remember there was a... Oh, hold on. Maybe it's up ahead. I'm actually turned around and confused about how we got to where we currently are. I got real distracted with that discussion about, like, breaking the game's mechanics. Did it open this gate, perhaps? I think what we've just done is a big circle, and now we're back here. Yes, indeed. Okay, well, at least we figured that out. Also, I hear weird hissing here and there, and I'm not a big fan of it, and I wish that I didn't. I wish that I wasn't hearing that and that it wasn't happening. But we're getting closer. Now, we know what we're looking for is not going to be in this room, because it's a red mark, which means we've got to go through another door to another layer. Also, hissing here and there. Okay, I wanted to verify the audio was good. Hello, kitty. Looking at me through the window. Hello. Not relevant, sorry. Hello, big boy. So that's not even my cat. There's this big, gnarly stray cat that looks like it's been in more fights than it has naps in its life, that just hangs out on my porch and eats my cat's food. And it's real nice to my cats. Like, they're all super chill. In fact, it's a bit submissive to them. It just seems like a jolly, gentle, giant soul. Like, maybe someone who has had a rough go of things and he's got a bit of a rough exterior. I should name him Shrek now that I think about it. But he's a beast. He's a beast of a cat. Not mine, though. Like, he lives on my porch and eats my food, but I claim no ownership of him. But, he gnarly cat, man. I have to get him some flea medication. I gotta order flea meds for all the other cats as well. It's about that season. My only concern is trying to put it on him, because he's quite wild. He let me pet him once, which was a bit odd, because he normally doesn't let people get close to him, and he's normally really skittish. But then I guess it just took me a while one day to put the food out. It was like later in the day. I was coming out with it, and he ran up and was like, "Oh, thank heavens, you haven't abandoned me." And he started rubbing up against my legs, and I reached down and pet him. And I was like, okay, maybe we're getting somewhere with this. We weren't, though. We weren't getting anywhere with it, because that was the one and only time. And it was just because I guess he was afraid that I was going to stop feeding him, because it took me a little longer than normal to get out there with the food. Also, I did notice that we picked up what looked like a really awesome bow. We're going to have a look at the dwarf bow in a minute. Hold on, I'm trying to collect everything off the ground here. Iron bow, not so much. Dwarf bow, tell me about it. What are your secrets, dwarf bow? What are you capable of? Okay, it does 12 damage to my silver bow's 10. I think it's probably time to say farewell to the steel bow. I'm going to hold on to it for now, because we have the carry capacity for it. But, you know, this is better, and then having this one as the backup. Although, I mean, we can repair it as well, so we don't really need a backup anymore. The whole reason we had a backup is because I didn't know how to repair bows. Now that we know how to repair bows, we really don't need to be carrying around 2 of them. I don't think there's any advantage in it. I don't think it's going to break and be unusable. So, yeah, now that I think about it, we should probably just flip them both. If we get out of here and we have plenty of carry capacity... Oh! This cage is raised remotely. I see. I see. All right. Is this the way that we came before? I thought this is the way we came from. This gate is open remotely. What direction did we come in from? Was it over here? I guess not. Because I definitely don't remember seeing this guy down here at the bottom of these stairs. I think we probably would have run past him. How does the headless zombie know where I am? Does something about the zombie disease allow him to sprout ears on his chest and, like, echolocate with little knurls from his neck? I don't get it. Okay, so the goblins, they're still fighting each other. The goblins are still fighting the undead creatures, are still fighting the goblins, are still fighting the undead. I really don't feel like we need to get involved, right? Like, obviously we're going to. But what I want to have happen is not going to happen. What I want to have happen is I want to go talk to the goblins and make a peace deal with them and tell them, hey, look, I'm here for something. You're here for something. We're probably not here for the same thing. Why don't we team up against the undead, right? Because they're unnatural, unholy, undead beasts, okay? You got these skeleton heroes running around with these massive axes. Together we can take them. You know, I feel like that's a better use of our time, a better use of our energies. That's what I want to have happen. But if I tried to do that in Iliad chest, they'll just ignore me. They're not going to take me seriously. I'll take that axe. I'm now over-encumbered. Okay, well, remember what I said earlier. You know, the reason we're going to hold on to the steel bow is because we didn't need the carry capacity, but we do now. I guess we're going to get rid of the silver one too, sadly. And we're still too heavy, so is there anything else we can get rid of? I don't want to get rid of either of these. They're both worth quite a bit. I suppose what we could do... I was going to say we could put the bows inside of that chest back there and come back for them later, along with... You know what? I don't know if this chest is persistent or not. I feel like it probably isn't. But let's pick up both of the bows. Okay, we're going to give this a shot. We're going to just for the sake of potentially being able to come back and get stuff later, we're going to go ahead and inside of this random chest in this dungeon that we're never going to come back to, let's all be honest with ourselves. This is a stupid idea because we're never coming back here. We're going to go ahead and throw in the 2 of those, and we're going to go ahead and throw in some like weak potion. No, potion of willpower sounds good. What about weariness, feeble mind? Do I need these things? What is disbelief? Resist magic on self. Cure poison on self. Some of these are good. Some of these are good. Some of these are interesting and useful. But, again, they waste so much. I'm not going to read them anymore. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just start shift-clicking things in there. Am I light enough to walk? Still over-encumbered. Sort by weight. What do I have that's hefty? I mean, obviously the 2 of these are the heaviest things that I'm carrying right now. Get rid of these custom-made potions. Get rid of those. Okay, we're now almost right at our carry capacity. In fact, I thought we were. Yes, we are right at it. Okay, get rid of that. And get rid of the 3 of these. How about that? Okay, 208 of 210. What we can do is we'll move forward. Okay, we'll get what we're here for. This gate is open remotely. We'll get what we're here for, and then on our way back out, we'll go grab all of our potions out of there. And we'll just slowly, in an over-encumbered fashion, stomp our way back out of here. Take the arrows, though. No, we actually can't take the arrows. We are actually so over-encumbered that the arrows are too heavy. We have too many arrows. It didn't occur to me how heavy they were. I guess that may be something to look at now that I'm thinking about it. You know how it's funny we have 142 iron arrows? Maybe it's not all that funny. Maybe it's not all laughing, haha. Why do we have an iron bow? What did we pick that? Drop that on the ground. What are we doing? Did I accidentally pick that up when I was trying to grab all the arrows earlier? Presumably, yes. Alright, so we got to figure out how to open that door over there. So I assume there's going to be some kind of a mechanism on this side to open that door, and I don't know that, but we're going to go hunt for it. Probably that. I guess that counts as a puzzle for this game. Oh, boy. I mean, I guess it was a puzzle. Can we get headshots on a headless zombie? Probably not. I'm going to assume that doesn't work quite like that. It was a puzzle because we didn't know what to do, and then we figured out what to do. Yeah, okay. I mean, what can I say? Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do it. Okay, and sometimes not so much. Sometimes not so much. I think we're probably going to end up like maxing out our pickpocketing, though, using that real scummy, scammy, cheaty method, because I think it's super convenient. But that door's open now. Oh. See, I don't think we can get... I guess, would it be a neck shot? Where would you try to shoot a zombie for maximum damage? Through the heart? I mean, the heart's already stopped. I guess if you're far enough away, even if you've already shot them, it still counts as a stealth attack. Which is nice. I'm not complaining. That's good. I like to see that. On we go. Keep in mind, we cannot forget our chest full of potions. And then we have to slug our way through here in slow motion. It's going to be a miserable affair. Also, I can leave here with 2 weapons that we don't need, that we will never use, with my only intention being to sell them for less than they're worth, so that we'll have gold to buy training to get a hammer to repair things. This is my plot. This is my big, brilliant ploy. It's not a good idea. Can I shoot his head off? No, but I can kill him by shooting him in the head. So I guess that's better, really. No, 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 no. I accidentally grabbed the Mortiful Flush. Where is that at? Where did it go? It's probably over here. Drop those scales. They weigh next to nothing. The Mort Flesh. It's not Mortiful Flesh. Oh, hi! I stopped being sneaky for 2 seconds, and look where it got me. Well, maybe? Actually, I think it lost track of me. Probably because it doesn't have a head, and therefore has no mouth, and no eyes, and no ears. It does make horrific noises, probably through the blowhole at the top of its head. If I had to guess, that's how that works. Can I collect this? What if I use a pickaxe? Oh, buddy. They almost look kind of cute. I mean, I know in like a real sick and twisted way. There's something about their smiling little faces as they charge towards you. Do I have a pickaxe? How do I use it? I thought we had a pickaxe at one point. I think I left it somewhere. I'm not even sure if that is a thing that you could pick at with an axe. But if it is, that'd be kind of cool. Also, I noticed it's a green mark on the map now, which means we're definitely in the same room with the thing we're looking for. It's probably this glowing thing in the middle of the room, all by itself, if I had to guess. Yeah, that's the Great Welkid Stone. No, I found the Great Welkid Stone. Now to bring it to Martin at Cloud Ruler Temple. I mean, I see that guy. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm just assuming that's what I'm hearing. That was the King of Miscreant. Hold on, was that it? Again, a reminder for everyone, we were playing on Adept difficulty. And that was it. Probably because we stealth attacked it, right? We've got the key now. What is the key for? What does it unlock? That was absurd. So there's a door over there. I don't think we finished thoroughly exploring, though. Look at all these passageways. Could we have seen inside of here from, like, far off, I wonder? Oh, dear. Oh, I see how this works. Hi, guys! So they're all going to be after me now, I guess. That was kind of creepy to see them running up like that. Oh. Oh. Okay. That was a little spooky. Wasn't expecting that. We're good. We're good. Zombie jump scare. Just need to pay attention to where the need to pay attention to where the red dots are on the compass. Yeah, I don't need your ectoplasm. Thank you, though. What's back here? Well, that's unfortunate. Final lockpick. We had a pretty good thing going there, too. Okay. I feel like we've not seen everything. And there was a door back there. So then what is this? You open the door with the yeah, of course I did. We have that key now. Is this just more treasure and intrigue? I was sort of thinking the door would be used to open up a secret route that makes it easier to get in and out of this place, which would make coming back here and collecting all those potions we left behind a lot easier. Does this just lead to, like, a series of tunnels, though? That just go round and around and around and never ultimately lead anywhere useful? Maybe the idea was that if you couldn't fight the boss, you could just make a break for it through that other door down there while being chased by a bunch of zombies. Whereas because we fought the boss, we now have that key, which is going to allow us to come back up in here and get iron arrows and random potions that are going to over-encumber us. We're not going back to our chest of potions right now. We're not going to, because even those potions we just picked up have made us incredibly heavy. So what were those? What did we even pick up just then? I'm going to throw all these Restore Magicka Shock Shield. I don't know what that is. It's going on the floor. There we go. We'll worry about it later. Take the iron arrow. Take the gold. Take the lockpick. We're not going to go back for the other lock. That's not happening. Maybe we'll come back later, and we'll see whether or not what we left in that chest is still there. I want to believe it is. Stone door to Miscott. Okay, let's see what part of the facility this takes us back to. See if we recognize this at all. Oh. See, I've been accidentally triggering these without ever realizing it. So this is an invisible shortcut, so to speak, from a room we went through before. That probably takes us deeper in there. Is this just the way out? That would be swell if this was just the way out, baby. Is that where we just did? Well, well, well. So if I do ever want to go back there and get the absolute load of potions we left lying behind that will probably never be useful in this playthrough, I could do that. By the way, what was that? Look at the phantom bow on the screen. What is that? That looks awful. Why does that happen? Right. Well, we did say that after we finished this, we would consider going to the nearby village and talking to them about what I'm sure is an Oblivion Gate problem that they have. And in exchange for getting rid of it, they'll probably agree to help our good friends up in Bruma. So I suppose we will go ahead and see that through, which is going to involve going to... Let's see, swap out our quest just so we can get the map marker. Oh, we can actually go back to Kvatch. I did notice they had another gate to Oblivion. I just didn't figure that they would be the right people to ask about, you know, helping, considering their current situation. Have we been to Skingrad before? It looks like we can fast travel there, but I have no memory of ever being in or doing anything in Skingrad. What direction was that? I believe it's this direction. I'm pretty sure Kvatch is back behind us. And again, apparently we can go ask for their help. Our horse is around here somewhere. I don't know where. I was kind of looking for it a second ago. I think I'm going to give up, though. It'll show back up wherever we fast travel to, I'm pretty sure. I don't need to have it right now. I would like to know where it is the only problem. We approached from the west, so if it was anywhere, I'd imagine it would be, like, over here somewhere? Horse! There you are. All right, no, I do need my horse. I changed my mind. Forget what I said. I can't go anywhere without the armored old nag. Gotta have the armored old nag to see this quest through. So I think we're heading to that mark right over there. In a town that we can fast travel to, even though I have no memory of ever going there myself. Onward to adventure. Again, we're just making assumptions about what this quest is going to entail. It's going to be an Oblivion Gate, though. Based on the one other one of these that we've done, the one other city that we went and asked for help for Bruma, just based on what they had us do, pretty sure we know where this is going. We should be seeing him right when we get over the top of this hill. I tell you, Sassy, home's just over that mountain. Right over that mountain. You gotta trust Shadow. Oh, no, it is just... Oh, no, you can't see it. Never mind. And look, there's the Oblivion portal. So if we just go through right now, and we close this portal, and we just skip the part where they say they need help with the portal, do you think that'll work? I think it's worth trying. Can we enter the portal from either direction? Yeah. Okay, we're going to park our horse right here. And we're going to head in. I'm not going to worry about all these guys out here, because I don't think they're going to mess with my horse while I'm away. Mostly because this world's going to unload when we go inside. It's not going to be active in the background while we're storming Oblivia. That's new. Haven't seen one of those before. And it does look like they did, in fact, kill a horse. So, who am I to say that's not going to happen? It's a flame Atronach. I'm familiar with the concept. I've played a Skyrim before. I just don't think we found one inside of an Oblivia portal yet. They dropped flame salts. You know what? You know what? We've got an inventory full of heavy things. Let me change my mind on this. Let's go back out there to our horse. We'll go to town. We'll talk to them. We'll find someone to sell the heavy things to. This makes infinitely more sense than what we were doing. Get away from my horse! Get back. Ride, horse. Ride! Ride for ruin! And the world's ending! Actually, we're just riding to this village right over here. It's a nice place. I say village, but it's definitely more of a sort of city. I mean, look at all those pointed towers. The closer you get to it, the less sort of miserable and oblivion-ishy it is. Like, there's far less fire and flame and misery. This place is not bad. I rank this place a 10 out of 10. Uh-oh. Are y'all mad at me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ride in here. I'm trying to get into town, and this just happened to be in the way. I find it interesting that they didn't go ahead and have the city be loaded into the overworld. Like, that's a mod that came out for Skyrim almost immediately after Skyrim came out. And going back to Oblivion, they decided to just not
add that feature. It's probably a mod for Oblivion, too, to just have the cities be in the overworld. It makes way more sense. I basically cannot play Skyrim without that. Is this guy coming at me? It looked like he was heading towards me.
Over here!
I don't know if I want to talk to you. I have no idea who you are. Why are you running at me? That makes me uncomfortable. Can I do this? Is this going to work? Oh, he's got me cornered. What am I supposed to do in this situation? He's going to come around that corner any second now. Well, no, now he's gone. We managed to dodge him some. Oh, good heavens!
To talk.
What do you want?
Yeah, leave me alone. I can't talk right now.
What do you mean?
We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
I'm not going to meet that man. That man wants to devour our soul. I can tell just from looking at him. All right, let's find a place where we might go ahead and sell some armor stuff, some weapons. I'm looking for either a weapon dealer or a blacksmith. And a blacksmith would be ideal, because a blacksmith we can train with again after we sell our goods to them.
Anytime now.
Anytime now, indeed. Yes, indeed. Is this town just not as big as I thought it
Can't you
was?
see that I'm very busy?
Oh, good, my acrobatics have increased.
What is it now?
Oh, there's like a divide in the middle. This is definitely the side where you're going to find someone who engages in blacksmithery. I'm just assuming because I couldn't find them on the other side. Everyone has, like, signs, right? I'm not going to miss them. Well, this is just a general trader. We could probably go talk to them. They'll probably be amicable enough. We're not going to get any training out of them, mind you. But I'm sure they'll buy our nonsense.
If I were... Welcome to Colovian Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want.
I've heard your voice before, Gunder. I would like to do some bartering.
Only quality goods for
So,
sale here.
remember how much
What
these
can
were
I
worth
interest
before?
you in?
Now we're only getting 251 and 130. So what if we persuade them?
We'll see.
So, no, we've never done this successfully. We're not even going to bother. Let's just sell these
I
really
offer
heavy
the
things that are
finest
taking up
goods and
space in
lowest-
our inventory and causing us to be overweight, so to
I
speak.
appreciate your business.
I'm sure you do, buddy. I'm sure you do.
Farewell.
See you later. Thank you for your time. Now we're going to go find the blacksmith, who we probably could have sold it to for more. I don't know that. I'm just assuming. And see if we can't train with him while I'm in town. If he's, like, right around the... Are you kidding me? He's literally right around the corner. Oh, well, that's just infuriating right there. Well, if we get our stealth up and we get our pickpocketing up, we'll just come back and steal that stuff. Hi there.
Not so loud, please. What a headache I've got.
You okay?
I'm Agnet the Smith. The Pickled, they call
Why?
me. Sure wish I was pickled right
I don't know what that
now.
means. It sounds sexual, though. I'm free. Let's see. I would very much be interested in do you do training? Persuading, bartering, repair. No training? What use do you have to me, then? Who's Glarther?
Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
Oh. That's fine. What if I got some repairs
pretty
done?
handy. What needs to be
I think
fixed?
we do need to go ahead and fix this, just because we can't repair it ourselves, and it will eventually be broken anyway. So let's just go ahead and get it fixed now, and we'll go ahead and top up the boots of the tiger as well. And then, you know what, while I'm talking to you, I'm going to bribe you a little bit.
Understand each
Yeah,
other
tell me about Glarther.
perfectly. I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit
I don't know who
strange.
this person is we're asking
However,
them about. I have
he's
no
always been
idea.
tolerated as the town eccentric.
Interesting. Well, see you later.
Goodbye.
Got no reason to talk to you now if you're not going to be training me. That's disappointing. I got to say, that is very disappointing. I was hoping to get a few more levels. Well, we do still need to also sleep, but there's a part of me that just wants to go figure out who's in charge around here and go talk to them and see if potentially we can just, like, sleep in
Really?
the castle, the palace, whatever it's called around here. Probably closer to back here, where it looks like a seat of power, where someone who rules the city might live. There's a bunch of inns. There's the baker's house, which is nice. There's some sort of temple, probably to Akatosh. That's probably where we need to be up there. How do I get to up there? I need to speak to someone. It's very urgent. There is... hold on. You know what? We can just look at the map now that I think about it. Yeah, we're heading in the exact opposite direction of the castle. It's like up here. Can I, hold on, can I just fast travel to the... I mean, that's silly. We're traveling maybe 100 yards via fast travel. But if it gets us there, I don't have to wander around town trying to figure out where it is. Yeah, no, I was correct. It's the big building. That is where we needed to get to. Would I have figured out this route? Given enough time, anything is possible. Do I regret fast traveling up here? Absolutely not. In fact, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, there probably is a mod already to have all of this just exist in the overworld. I should look into that. But it might also lead to, like, the problem of Oblivion, like, enemies rushing into the cities and killing important NPCs. That would be kind of funny if that happened, honestly. Who's in charge around here? Apparently everyone's outside. Who do I need to talk to? We are tracking the correct quest, right? Yeah. I just need to figure out who's in charge that I can talk to about trying to fix the Oblivion Gate and kind of start up the mission. 15 feet away, huh? Is it like a certain time of the day everyone's going to sleep and that's why I can't find them?
Greetings to you.
Hello? Oh no, this is where I need to be. The Lord's Manor. Oh, I feel like I probably shouldn't try to lockpick that. I feel like that's probably going to get me into some trouble, especially with these guys coming up here. I think it might just be the time of day, though. How do I figure out what time of day it is? 2 p.m.? No, the guy should be at work. Where's the Lord at? There's got to be another way to get in here other than lockpicking this door. Maybe he'll open the door to go in? Maybe not? Can I go through this door over here? No. What is his deal? What is he doing? I would try to pick this lock, but I don't want to get in trouble. Let's head back downstairs. Maybe we just need to go inside and find a way upstairs. I cannot believe that what the quest wants me to do is break into the Lord's house. I think it's just a matter of finding him, and he happens to be in there right now. And maybe if we were patient, he'd come back downstairs.
Hello. How are you?
Okay, you?
Not bad.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
We're just going to let this conversation play out.
Take care.
Greetings.
Hello. I would like to talk to either of you, really, to see if you could like point me in the right direction.
The Count will not see you now. Not now. Not ever. He sees no one. I'm Mercator Hositis, his steward.
That's helpful.
I believe that's all you need to know.
Well, look, we're here to get aid for Bruma.
I believe the Count may want to handle this matter personally.
You just told me he doesn't see people.
Wait here. I will tell the Count you are waiting to see him.
What? Well, that was a quick turnaround. I was going to say maybe the Count's dead and he's like secretly keeping his body propped up in his bed and ruling the place in his stead.
Well met.
Lather's acting even stranger than...
I'm kind of curious to see what's going on up here. I know he told me to wait downstairs. Now, judging from how the outside is laid out, I would assume is... Oh, is that him? Is that the Count?
Hello? I'm sorry. We've not met. I'm Janice Hasseldor, Count Skingrad.
Aid for Bruma?
While Skingrad is threatened by an Oblivion Gate, I cannot spare any soldiers for Bruma.
That's not surprising.
Whatever you may think of me, I still protect my
I mean, I didn't think anything negative
city,
about you.
And Mehrunes Dagon will not have it while I remain Count of Skingrad.
What's wrong with your eyes, man? Is he a vampire? Is that why he's a count? Because he's a vampire?
Take care.
See, now we knew that's where this was going. We knew that we had to go outside and deal with that Oblivion Gate. So why the need to go talk to him first? I don't know. It just felt like the thing to do, okay? I don't know. We were already in town to sell some things. What if we'd gone in and cleared it, and then we went and talked to him, and he was like, there's an Oblivion Gate, and the Oblivion Gate was back. Like the one at Kavach.
Good to see you.
Right? It came back. I gotta go deal with that one again. Not looking forward to that. Also, we completely forgot to find, like, a spare bed in there that we could just sleep in.
Greetings.
It's probably a safe bet, though, that such a thing doesn't exist. So, back down here we go. I suppose we didn't need to go back into town. It might have even been faster not to go through town and just sprint around the outside. Not have to deal with the loading zones.
Good afternoon.
Where was the portal at? Was the portal on the... Yeah, it was on the west side of town. So we kind of have to go this way anyway. Should we stop at an inn? I just don't think being leveled up is going to help all that much in whatever this next fight ends up being. It's just a quick jaunt through. It is. We've done enough Oblivion Gates to know it's just going to be a quick jaunt. Also, we can't forget we've got some guy in town who wants to meet us behind the temple at midnight, if that's something we want to engage with while we're in the area. I know we like our multitasking. I'm going to leave the horse here. I think I can just sprint pretty quick. And, yeah, we got to deal with guys like this anyway. Did he pursue me down here? Is he still after my horse? Is that what this is? That would be kind of funny. I'd kind of support that if that was the case. It'd be really funny if he chased me all the way from up there just to get my horse. What's he going to do when he catches it? It's like a dog with a car. You know what I mean? Like, you chase the car, and he's like, well, what are you going to do when you catch the car? He didn't think that far ahead. He's just like, I'm going to give me that horse. Give me that horse. Is this a good guy? Is this a bad guy? Is this a highwayman? Who are you? Why would a highwayman be stalking... Oh, good... Wait a minute! He is a bandit! Now, why are you both after me? Hello? What? This is absurd. It looked like he was about to go after the guy. Why are you after me instead of him? Now who are you after? Is that another bandit? What is this? Forget you. No, I'm going to Oblivion. You want to get me? Come with me into Oblivion. No, you get him. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. That suits me just fine. I'm perfectly alright with that. Take me back inside. We've been in here before. There should be a dead Antioch waiting for us at the entrance. That or it's reset. I don't know how Oblivion Gates work. Nope, it's right there. It's a shame, too, because it's kind of hot, isn't it? Oh, hello, there's another one. You know, I was just saying, I like the look of you things, so we really don't need to be violent. We could just be friends and get along. I mean, look at it. You can't tell me that's not kind of good looking. Crotchless pants? You telling me you're not looking at this and thinking, dang, that thing's fine? I know you are. You can lie, but it's a universal look at. I mean, come on. It's a shame that we have to be enemies when we could be lovers. We could be lovers. Now, who killed you? How did you die? He's probably also thought the Atrioc were kind of hot. Bless his soul. Well, I see the door. But I've been into underground areas in Oblivion before, and we know that they're not interesting. We probably don't need to go in there for any reason. So, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's mines going off. Yeah, that's just another tunnel. I don't know. We might have to go through there, though, to get up there. Or am I supposed to hop? I'm definitely not supposed to hop into the lava. But does the game anticipate me hopping over it? You know what? We'll save scum it. Let's make a save and see if we can't do this. Now, that I'm not so sure of. I just don't think that's a jump I can make. I think we might actually have to take the tunnels. That's probably what the tunnels are there for. I've not landed in lava before. I've not tested my feet to see if I'm fireproof or flame resistant. And today is not the day we're going to find that out. I'm going to avoid that. We definitely can't just go this way. Uh-oh, nope, there's another one. There's another one. Yep, they got mines all over the place. All right. From previous experience, we know that these places are not very interesting. Well, I was going to say, so let's just focus on heading in the direction we need to go in to get through here. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to press on. Is that it? Did we do it? It said Oblivion Cave, didn't it? I think we just went from one tier of tunnel to another. Well, that's unfortunate. We're probably under the lava, though, which is cool to think about. And unless, you know, the cave collapses. Which it seems unlikely, because how long has this cave stood? What are the odds that it would collapse now that we're here? Oh, heavens. Oh, ice magic. Yeah, no, dude, that's refreshing for me. You understand that, right? You kind of understand the situation that you and I are both in here? Where that's like a nice thing to have when we're in like a fire chasm? Far from hurting me, you've actually renewed my spirit. Longsword of Pain! We're taking that. That's pretty cool. I'm not really a longsword kind of guy. Someone somewhere will like it, though. We'll get a fraction of its value selling it to somebody. Oof, that was tragic. That was real pain and agony, that thing just shouted out there. By the way, unlike every other time we've explored like a passage or a tunnel, I'm completely turned around. I think we just came through here. But I think we came from up there. I've got no idea if we're going in the right direction or the wrong direction and back in the direction we came from. Really? It's just the dinosaurs that are cluing me into where we are at. So, without them, let's see, an Oblivion Cave. That's going to take me back into yet another Oblivion Cave. And that's our only option. So, possibly deeper still. Maybe we come out right by the stone, though, that we've got to remove. The Sigurd stone or whatever it's called. That would be nice. We can't collect these roots, by the way. I don't know why. I don't know what we do with them. Oh, no, another one of these. It hurts my heart to do this to you. Really. I hate killing the sexually attractive. It's a tragedy. Oh, I hadn't seen one from the back before. Hot dang. Okay, on we go. Maybe we can just, like, these roots can't weigh all that much. If we get enough of them, again, sell them in bulk. Maybe we get somewhere. Raid the fleshy pods as we go along. We are resupplying all of our potions that we lost before. Should we consider maybe someday taking one? Have we considered taking a potion to, like, fortify ourselves in a combat encounter? A 1x sneak attack is useless. What is even the point? Now, 3x is more like it. I'm concerned that they never once tried to fight back. Like, how do I know they didn't want that? I don't... You know what? This is a miserable place to live in. Maybe we just gave them the sweet release they've been waiting for. I wouldn't want to live in Oblivion, I'll tell you that. It's not a pleasant place. Maybe that's why they're trying to, like, break into the overworld. If that's the case, I don't blame them. It definitely seems more pleasant. Even with all the problems we've got, you know, people murdering the Emperor and his family and all of that. That's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. They got a rough way of things going on there. But even so, still slightly more pleasant than Oblivion. Cool, we made it across. Thank goodness we don't need to do that again, because once we destroy the portal, we'll just teleport out. Somehow, is there a story reason for that? My theory was that once the gate closes, because we're made up of an opposing type of matter from another realm, we don't belong here, we just get ejected. We cannot exist here. In the same way that the stone keeps the portal open, the stone also allows us to be present in this space. It doesn't really explain why the goblins and things get to stick around, though, after the portals are closed. Does not explain that. Yeah, hey there, buddy. Rough going, man. I feel like we probably have to go to the base of that tower to get up and then go across. But I'm pretty sure that's the tower we want to be at. I'm sort of hopeful if I just press this way, we'll find a gate down here directly into it. It's also possible that there are multiple different routes, you know? Somehow we leveled up sneak from that. The time we shot an arrow and missed, it got us an increase to sneak. We need to go level up. We should have done that. I knew we should have done it when we were running through town and talking about how we could do it. And I specifically said, I don't see how it's going to benefit us. Which is, I mean, it's still true technically. No, we're not falling for that. No, not going back into those tunnels. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to do. Unless we can't get into here for some reason. So we probably have to go inside of here and do something to open that door behind us. Are these procedurally generated or randomly generated, or were they created with the use of procedural generation like 90% of Skyrim? Does this just take me out to a different angle? Oh! This is that tower. So we could have approached from there. There you go. They do give you multiple routes. We appreciate that, don't we? We like that quite a bit. We like a good multi-route situation. Summon that thing up here. I do not have the ability to survive that kind of a draw. While we wait, we just stand here and jump, right? Hold on, can I actually, I was going to say, can I, like, spam jump into this thing and somehow, like, maximum level up my... No, okay. I was sort of hopeful that would let us get acrobatics up really high. Does not appear to be how it works. And unfortunately, I don't think this is either. Oh dear. Well, that could have been rough. Are you not concerned that just started moving by itself? Or that arrows are flying past your head? Do you just have stranger things happen to you every day here, such that you don't even notice those sorts of events taking place? Because if so, that's pretty rough, bud. That's pretty rough. So I made my way down here, but to what end? As far as I can tell, there's no reason to be down here. That's just the ascension. That just lowers this thing back up and down. There's no reason for us to be down here. Did we truly venture all this way for nothing? Just to fight that one guy and then have to go? Because it certainly seems like that's the case. Bring it back down! Up we go. What now? What did I take damage on? On one of the spikes? Is that what happened? That's a bit absurd. Running into the side of a spike ought not give you damage. Alright, so no reason to be here. We tried this. It didn't get us anywhere. This just takes us out to that tower to the side. Did we try going up higher? Did we come in this way? I don't remember seeing a burning corpse. Or this, for that matter. The cage is opened by a switch. I mean, I did open the cage game. I did. Did we try to reach the person in particular? Hello? Mythic Dawn Guard. Interesting. Yeah, so we definitely didn't come up here before. I would remember this. So it didn't look like they had anything useful on them, did it? No, nothing useful at all. So does that mean I was wrong, actually? And that door we ran across right there might actually be the way we got in here? Yeah. So we're just back to this now. Which I think means we do actually have to go underground again. Heaven help me. The amount of time we spend underground in these places. Could I just sprint through here? The problem is I've got to kill people along the way. Because if I don't kill people along the way, it'll be hard for me to tell if I'm doubling back on myself. You know what? A lot of treasure in here. From that perspective, definitely worth it. That's the way we came in from. We could have tried to, like, glitch through that door, I guess. Or try to, like, hop around it. It's probably possible. But I think what the game wants us to do is either figure out a way to open it. I bet you we have to go back to that other tower. And I bet you at that other tower is a door to open. This is probably just some bonus little area where you can run around underground shooting dinosaurs and getting mediocre treasure. We'll see what's through this door first. And then I bet if you go into that other tower, the one that we haven't gone to yet, the one across the bridge, there's a mechanism that opens that door. I didn't even see what we were going into just there. Oh, we're at the base of another tower. Take back everything I said earlier.
Feed me, Lord.
Sorry, what? Feed you? I'm trying to hit you right now. Feed me every ounce of your rage. If I just stand here long enough, will it forget that I'm here? If I stay opposite the corkscrew, and then I can get like a stealth attack on it? Yes, actually! That's exactly what happens. That's exactly how that works. It does not have object permanence. Okay, it's on par with the baby. Oh my, you can make me act up though, if I'm honest. That's But it literally, if it's not seeing you, it forgets you exist. Where's the switch? Where's the lever that calls this thing down? There'd better be one. The lift appears too damaged for any further use. So can we literally just not get up there from down here? So then what was the point of this? Infuriating. Okay, well that was a dead end. That's fine. We haven't gone this way yet. So maybe this one will lead to the bottom of another tower. I'm sticking with my tower theory, though. I think we got to cross that bridge and go into the other tower. Is this the way I came from? Is this the same door? It said something about a shrine. Is it going to take me to a shrine? Okay. So he's going to look down at him and go, huh, how strange. Also completely useless. Also broken beyond repair or beyond any use. Meaning that, yes, indeed, all of this was a waste of time. And I'm pretty sure the only other route down here is back out the way we came. So we came up down that chute. This one's going to lead around to here. Lead back to this main room. The dinosaur we've already killed. Okay. We're going with my other idea that I had. We're going back out through the main door. We are going to the tower we went in earlier. Across that bridge right there. We're going to see if we can find a mechanism that opens this door. Because I can't imagine that I can just hop over. Huh. So you can just hop over that. You don't actually have to open that. Oh yeah, look, there's the big door and everything. Okay, well, everyone, I mean, sometimes it is that simple, you know? Sometimes it really is just that simple. Let's get up there. Shh. Go to sleep, sweet prince. Shh, 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 shh. From here, it should be pretty familiar territory. It's just about climbing up as high as we can, as quickly as we can. Oh, boy. Now, were those supposed to be traps set for me? That's what I'm not sure about, because I've never come close to getting hit by one of those, I don't believe. Which makes me question why they're even there and what they actually hope to accomplish with it. How was that shield of any worth or value when I picked it up? I just picked it up. I thought I was investigating a person, and instead I picked up a shield. We can hope. We can hope. Apparently it's not so heavy that we're full again, so that's good. Again, we already had some other thing that we picked up that we're hopefully going to take back to the blacksmith. Although, considering the blacksmith had no interest in training us, I'm not really all that interested in going and talking to them again, or offering to barter with them on the useful things that we find. We might just go to a different city, honestly. To heck with them. I mean, we got to go back there anyway to report the good news, you know, of what we've accomplished. Body. Someone really needs to reconsider. Well, no, it's too late now. I was going to say, think over your employment, but it's a bit late for that now. There is a vacancy, though, so maybe they can, you know, hire someone with a little bit more skill. Functioning senses of any type. Sight, sound. You don't need all of them. Any one of them would have helped him out right there. The ability to feel. You know, the subtle change in temperature. As I walked in the room and all the air rushed out through that door. Now these guys, at least they're prepared. I'll give them that. You know, I still snuck up on them. And they didn't hear this thing die down here at the bottom. My strength is being drained. It's okay. I'm going to be fine, because it doesn't have enough wherewithal to get close to me. I think that's what I just picked up, and it's not worth all that much. So we're not going to bother getting a second one. But so long as we can carry the... What do you mean? I am not over-encumbered. Get out of here with your false news. Fake news! You are fake news. The Daedra, they're fake news. They're talking about an invasion. They're not going to invade. They can try. We'll push them back. We'll invade Oblivion. We'll do it. Just you watch. Sorry, what was that? What does this do? Restore health on target. Damage health on touch. We'll do all of that. That sounds like a fun time. We got 2 different doors here. This one goes to the door of the Flesh Spire. And this one here is the door of the Flesh Spire, but on the right side. So I guess we'll do that. I feel like they both would have led into this room all the same. So I don't know why there's 2 of them. Other than just maybe a statement? Opulence? Doesn't really matter one way or the other. It gets us where we're going all the same. I can summon a scamp. Well, we're going to need to do that. Does the scamp fight for me? Does it fight with me? How do scamp work? When we get to the top of this thing, I've got to try to remember that we've got a scamp that we can summon. Because gosh darn it, I know there's always like one tough guy at the top. Or at least a couple of them. And I would love to go in there with a scamp on my side. I think they actually hit me. I'm not sure. It looks like I'm slightly on fire, or I was for a second. Can I destroy that? Nope. Nothing we can do about that other than just move, I guess. I don't know if it's supposed to sound fleshy, but I'll level with you. The door sounds kind of fleshy, and I don't like that. Oh, it's chill now. Nope, never mind. It's going again. I don't know how the mechanics of that thing work. And I don't need to. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. I see the fleshy roof right above us. The fleshy membrane of the utmost... Oh, hi there. Alright, this guy could be the last thing that stands between us and the destruction of this place. So do we want to go ahead and see if we can't summon a scamp to help us out? Where was that? Summon scamp. It's going to be... It's alphabetically sorted, so it's going to be down here. Yeah, summon scamp. How do I use this? Get to work, buddy! Where is he going? Wait a minute. Wait, no, hold on. Wait, hold on. Where is he going? Hey! Scamp! What are you doing? You got a second one on us? Dude! You didn't think we should deal with the first one, the immediate threat? The scamp is dead, and now there's 2 of them. The scamp is dead, and now there are 2 of them, and they're both after me. I think I killed one of them. The scamp was a liability. The scamp was a bad idea. I've learned my lesson. What does a potion of catastrophe do? Drain luck. I mean, I guess if I wanted to be unlucky in some way, I could do that. Goodness me, though. Goodness me. Talk about disappointment. Talk about disappointment. You summon a scamp from some other plane. You know, you show him love and affection, and what does he do? Just immediately gets you almost killed. We lost a lot of health there. I don't think the scamp was... I don't think he had our best interests at heart. Little rascal. That's what he is. Not scamp. He's a rascal. Yep, okay. Fleshy room. Don't touch the beam of light in the middle. It will kill you. We've learned that the hard way. So I'm expecting 3 dinosaurs and 2 Daedra dudes. Oh no, I forgot about... Yeah. The likelihood there would be Antiochs? I think I've mispronounced them 14 times. Atronox, maybe. I think we might still be hidden. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the specifics of the stealth mechanics. But it seems like you can do anything you want to, and as long as you hide behind something immediately afterward, you'll get away with it. Which is kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. Also, we've got all these fleshy... Ooh, a claymore of shocking? Yeah, no, we're going to bring that with us. Again, we're not ever going to use these things. I imagine if you're playing this game and you're using a sword, a lot of this loot's really cool and really good, and we're just never going to experience that. Oh, hello. Okay, now you seem like a bad guy. You seem like the kind of guy, well, it wouldn't have been helpful to have the scamp, honestly. Having had summoned the scamp at this point and seeing what he's capable of, I don't think the scamp would have been very helpful here. Not that we need the scamp. That was close. That guy, he could have cleaved our head off just then. I'm going to throw that out there. Yeah, get that. Penance of Hatred? Whatever, I'm over encumbered. That's fine. That's fine. We can walk. We might have had a potion. Once upon a time, we probably had a potion of strength or something that would have allowed me to run even faster, dispel, resist magic, cure poison, cure paralysis. Look at all this cool stuff we got. Something that would allow me to run with all of this extra weight we're carrying. Where's that shield that we picked up that one time? 48, drop that on the ground. We're still over encumbered. What else have we got that we can throw on the ground that we just don't need? So, of the two of these, obviously the Claymore of Shocking is worth more. But do we really want to get rid of the Penance of Hatred? I feel like you want to hold on to the Penance of Hatred. Drop that Daedra Heart. We really don't have anything else we can drop. We cannot carry much at all, is the sad, tragic truth of the situation. We are so lightweight when it comes to being able to carry things. I think we're just going to have to leave behind. We've still got the Longsword of Pain and the Claymore of Shocking. The Penance of Hatred just has to be left behind. I'm sorry to say it, but if we want to be able to move with any level of speed, we have to leave that behind. I'm going to have to increase my carry capacity, though. That much is abundantly clear. Give me the Sigil Stone. Let's close this gate and be done with it. Oh! And bring the fires that wash away the sins of Oblivion. Oblivion. It's a beautiful thing. Is he having... Is he... Well, that's that bandit from before. This guy's absolutely coming to get me. Or now he's headed to get the bandit, maybe? I think we can get out of this situation. I don't think we have to fight either of them. Well, son of a gun, we're back to this then, huh? Wait a minute. See, that's what we wanted to see. Okay, so now we just run. Now we don't worry about it. They'll take care of each other, okay? One will survive and potentially continue to chase after me. But it'll be gravely injured and much easier to deal with. Maybe even he'll come across, like, the town guard or literally any member of the Imperial Legion who just roams around and randomly attacks people, as we had happen, I think, in the very first stream. We had that happen, which was convenient. Horse. Taking care of yourself? You doing well? You like this other horse? Are they chasing me? Is that what's happening? I feel obligated now to follow this guy and make sure he's okay. I don't want him to die dealing with my problem. Also, I'm surprised he's willing to run this far. Oh, I see. It's because they're attacking the sheep. Yeah, no, we can't allow that. There we go. I suppose we should have stayed and dealt with this, huh? That's on me. At least we got a silver arrow out of the deal. Good job. We saved the sheep. And now they're going to eat him. Oh my gosh, they're eating him! Yeah. Most animals will eat meat. Just because an animal's primary diet isn't meat, that doesn't mean they don't want it. It just means they don't have quick and easy access to it. Most animals, if given, you know, a pound of flesh, they'll devour it. Sheep are no exception, man. They love bacon, if given the opportunity. I'm going to cook it up for them, though. They're real dumb. They'll eat it raw, and they'll get all kinds of intestinal problems because they're sheep. My dear friend Trace has sheep. And one of his sheep came up to us while we were doing something. I started petting it. And it loved it. He's like, yeah, no, it's going to be, like, obsessed with you now. And it was. And it tried to follow me home. And that was my first real interaction with sheep. You might be wondering, how old were you, Rees? Were you 12? Were you 10? This was about a week ago. So, great story there. Glad you enjoyed it. Do you run this operation? I'm just looking for a bed. I need to level up.
What do you want?
What could I possibly want? I want a bed.
I have a lovely room on the corner if you're interested. It's 20 gold for a night.
That's 10 more than we have ever paid. We're going to take it because I feel like this is a premium experience.
I'm sure you'll be quite
But
satisfied.
if it doesn't live up to my expectations, and I have high expectations now for a premium experience. Yeah, thank you. Farewell. This had better be good. I'm going to be very disappointed if it isn't. Where did they say? Up and to the right? Where do you go? That just takes us back out to Skingard. So I guess we accidentally entered into the basement. Reinforced door to... Wait, the inn upstairs? Yeah, no, that's where we want to go, I think. I appreciate that the door is reinforced, though. I think we could probably lock ourselves in up here. And if we were being chased by somebody, they would not be able to get to us. So there's actually a bunch of different reinforced doors here, including this one, that we could potentially pick for some reason. What if we did this? Level 50. I think that's 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. I'm going to get carpal tunnel. 59. 60. 61. Oh, I missed one along the way. Well, how farther do we need to go to, like, level up another tier? And also, does this actually, in any way... 62. Benefit me in terms of being able to pick locks? 63. I don't know how high we'd need to go for this. 64. That's a stack. We made it to a stack. 65. This is so silly that this works. That is insane. All right, we've got one lock pick. Let's see if we can pick the lock. Ooh, that would have been a good one there. No, tragically, if you're not good, you're still just not good. And, you know, forcing levels is not going to change that. Let's go to our room, though. Oh.
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know...
Where did you come from? Where on earth? Where was he just standing there watching me try to pick a lock? Listen, I don't know. All right, I have no idea who that is. He asked me to help him out, just curious about him, none of your business. He must have been the guy who came up and tried to talk to us when we first came to town. I just saw him as an option to, like, ask people, and that's why I clicked on it. I had no idea that there was a greater purpose to it. I'm just curious.
Fine. Play it that way. Let me give you some friendly advice. Glarther is crazy.
I believe that.
Maybe harmless crazy, maybe not. Don't get involved with him. If he asks you to do anything strange, you come see me first. Got it? Or any of the town guard. Let us...
Listen, my guy. You're the one who's creepily watching me try to pick locks for 40 minutes and then snuck up on me when I was trying to go to my room. So much for that reinforced door if he can just walk right in. I guess we should probably put our bow away. Can I lock this? Can I be safe in here? It isn't not. I love the view. I love the beautiful blue day outside. Honestly, that's great. What enemies are nearby? What do you mean? There are literally... What enemies are nearby? How am I in danger? What are you talking about? I paid $20 for this bed. Who is coming to get me? Do I need to go outside and deal with something right now? Was he being hostile? Is he hostile towards me now? Because I didn't answer his questions the way that he liked?
Go ahead.
Oh, heavens. Maybe he's leaving.
Speak, citizen.
Dion, I don't know if I want to.
You have something you want to tell me about that nutcase?
Not really, no. He needs to be arrested.
Suit yourself.
I mean, look, if you want to arrest him, just go arrest him. You don't need me to tell you that. You don't need me to justify your behavior. Do I have to wait for this guy to leave the building before the game will let me go to sleep? Is that what this is? Because there's no other enemies nearby. Who are you?
Don't be shy. Join us, and do well by doing good.
The Fighters Guild? Join the Fighters Guild? I mean, I've thought about it. Right now, though, I'm really more interested in anything else than just going to sleep. So he's gone outside now. Let's see if that's made any difference whatsoever in my ability to go to sleep. Because I would very much like to... the only enemies I know of, right? And we killed the one guy. How do athletics increase? I just want to go to bed. Money wasted. There will be no sleeping here today. For whatever reason, there will be no sleeping here today. There are enemies nearby. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do about that. What time is it? Is it too late to go? Well, we've definitely missed midnight, so we're not meeting Glothnir or whatever behind the church. I guess we can go check and see if he's there. Maybe we'll go talk to him about this. Maybe that guy did see me try to pick those locks, and maybe he did go and report me to the town guard, and everyone in town is now after me, or maybe I'm just being paranoid. I don't even remember which inn this is. This is the West Weald Inn. Where's the big cathedral? Where is it at? Right there. Yeah, we'll go take a look behind there.
Hi there.
See if our guy is being a sneaky little fella. Nah, he ain't back here no more. I'm pretty sure this is where he told us to meet him. I mean, I guess we could, like, just track the quest. It probably is too late to get him. Dion, captain of the Skingrad Guard, warned me not to get involved. He also asked me to contact him if Glarthir ever asked me to do anything strange. Well, he asked us to meet him here at midnight, which we failed to do so far. Did he actually say behind the church, or did he say over here in the graveyard? I can't remember what his actual request was anymore. I do remember that it was midnight, though, and we've definitely missed out on that. And I might have also misheard him, and he might not have said here at all. And I might have completely imagined that. I guess we could actually just go back to the quests. And I think you can read through... Yeah, okay, here we go. He's a wood elf named Glarthur in Skingrad, who asked me to meet him behind the Great Chapel at midnight tonight. He wouldn't tell me what it was about, but promised to make it worth my while. So obviously we did not get that done. I can't go to sleep even though I really wanted to. I was also going to use that as an opportunity to... Is that...
I told you not to speak to me in public. We'll meet tonight at the place we discussed.
I mean, you're...
sorry.
No, you're literally here now, though. I'm sorry I missed you before, but we could go back over there right now and just go ahead and do the conversation. All right, fine. Never mind. Never mind, then. The sun's coming up now. There's definitively no one chasing me at the moment. Is it not going to let me fast travel? If I try to fast travel up here to the castle... Okay. I assumed it would tell me something along the lines of, you can't fast travel right now. There's enemies around. Well, I paid for that inn. Can I go back to the inn later? It's daytime. Surely I didn't pay for more than one night. I mean, for the cost, 20 gold. You'd like to think that was like a full weekend package or something. But I feel like it's probably not. I'm probably not going to be able to go back there. Just go talk to the man. Let's go talk to the man and see if he'll send help to Bruma now that we've done all this work for him. He probably has other missions for us as well. Wake up! Wake up, where are you? I know your room is back here. Is this where he sleeps? Yeah. He's probably back here, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, the Lord's Manor. We probably have to wait until later in the morning. It's probably a little early for him. Let's step outside, and here's my reason for this. We're going to wait. Use the wait feature. And that's going to make time pass. It's currently 6 a.m. 10 a.m. If my man is not out there at 10 a.m., what is he doing? You know? This is probably the golden opportunity to speak with him. And this gives him time to actually, pop down there, as opposed to if we just waited in there. We might have to wait on him to scurry down here. We'll start with you, I guess.
What can I do for you?
Well, I mean, we've talked before. Aid for Bruma.
The Count left very specific instructions. He does not want to see you again on this matter until the Oblivion Gate outside Skingrad is closed.
I mean, I did close it, though, is the thing. I closed the Oblivion Gate.
Take care.
Greetings.
No, but I closed the gate. I went in... It was moments ago. We went into the... It's not back, is it? I see it on the map. It was this one right here, right? There's no other ones.
How goes it?
There's no shot it's come back.
Hail.
To the west, right? Well, I'm surprised that didn't kill me immediately. Definitely want to be careful doing this. Hardcore parkour here. The gate was to the west of town. So I suppose we'll just go take a little peek around. I mean, unless there was another gate. There wasn't another one on the map. That's the closest one I've seen to town. And we definitely closed it. Is the game bugged? If that gate is back, if I have to go back in there and do that again, so help me, I'm going to be furious. It took us a long time, okay, to figure out the maze. Should be visible. Right? This is the gate that we normally come through. What the heck? Are you the enemy that's been like chasing me or whatever, Wolf? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm gonna leave your pelt. I have no use for it. This is the field I think we've run through 14 times. Is it potentially because there's a couple of these guys lingering outside the city? No, hold on. That's not a bad guy. I think it's just a fella. He's just a sheep herder. Hello. It's all glitching out on me right now. Performance is in the can. It's not doing well. Cursed Mine. Yeah, Gate to Oblivion. It's definitely close. It no longer exists. So what do you do in this situation? Right? When you have successfully closed the gate to Oblivion, then what do you do? Right? It's definitely not here anymore. And I fail to see any other ones in the nearby area. So game, what do you expect from me? Should I go talk to him directly? Can I go talk to him directly? It seems like he had to go summon him the last time. So again, I raise the question, what am I meant to do? You can't sleep because there's enemies nearby. What is this, Minecraft? You can't report in a job well done because the gate's not closed, but the gate's closed. Can't level up. Can't meet with the guy at midnight because it's 4 in the morning and he's lost interest and wandered off. Gotta wait till midnight again. I'm going on foot this time just to see if, like, over one of these tumbling hills, there is, in fact, another gate to Oblivion. We might just have to come back later. I don't know. If I leave long enough, will the gate reopen? And then I have to go back in and close it again? Do I need to, like, issue console commands to force the quest to update? How cooked is it? And why is it so cooked? Because it feels very cooked right now. I wonder if we fast-traveled far away and then fast-traveled back to here, if that would make a difference. Also, this does not seem like a good way to secure a castle, right? Like, I think the idea is that you would traditionally want to have it where they have to go through the whole town in order to get to the castle entrance. But literally, like, I'm almost jumping up here. And I feel like a competent army would just come by with a ladder, right? And enter from right here. Just because I'm failing to succeed. Watch this. How come an army doesn't just do this here, right? Castle defense is shattered. It's all over with for him now. No, but actually, can we please carry on here? This is silly. This is actually very silly. Hello? Is there anyone in town? Is there anyone here who would like to talk to me about this?
Hell.
What?
What do you mean, what? I closed the gate.
The Count left very
I
specific.
have already done it. Okay?
Good day.
Am I going to have to look this up later? Where's the Count? Where'd he... He's back here, isn't he? Dare we try to sneak in here? You need a lock... Oh, gosh darn it. I don't have a lockpick. Who are you?
How are you? You're new.
I am.
Or you'd know me. Tutius Sextius.
Oh, what a name.
My people have lived in Skingrad since the dawn. Father and the Count were best of friends.
That's nice. You're not really helpful,
Goodbye.
though, are you? Not really helpful at all. He's probably got the key. Why is there a silver key and a regular key?
What do you think?
I'm gonna go talk to the Count myself!
It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end.
No, it's not.
I'll take any stolen goods
No.
you have. The next
No.
move.
I'm resisting arrest.
Then pay.
I will not pay with my life! I will do this instead. Check this out. Somewhere along here, we have the magical ability to make people chill. Right? Where's that at? Calm. It's like calm something or another. Beast tongue. Where is it at? Clairvoyance, command humanoid. I mean, that would be useful. Soothing touch. Yeah, watch this. Calm down. No, calm down. Listen. Did we get the key? Did we actually manage to get the key? Can we get back here and talk to the man? We didn't even get the key. Calm down! Well, we tried. What if I used command humanoid? Could I then make him go up here and open the door? That would actually be... I mean, if that was the ability that we... I mean, why does he not understand that we closed the portal? I'm going to look this up really quick. What was the guy's name anyway? He's gone now. I have no idea where he's wandered off to. Let's see. What is your name? Hold on, I need to talk to him or something.
Go ahead, please.
Mercator does not know the Oblivion Gate is closed. This is an absurd thing to have to look up. Does anyone have this? Okay, here we go. Here's something on Steam. 2017, this would be the original. Whenever I went to Skingrad, the Count asked me to shut the Oblivion Gate. I did, but when I returned to the castle of Skingrad, the Count didn't show up. I even sneaked into his private room and he's nowhere. Now I can't continue the quest. Help me, please. Okay, does anyone have this one? No. Him showing up isn't helpful, though. That's not helpful at all, because he's not telling me. He doesn't seem to realize that the gate is closed. I'm not seeing anything helpful here. The web search to find a solution has failed me.
Farewell.
What if we... Like, all I can think about... Well, first off, let's try that ridiculous idea we had earlier of command humanoid. This is not... What exactly did we think would happen there? Maybe now he's chill, though, right? We cast command humanoid on him. We're going to take both of his keys. Oh!
Hey, what's new with you?
Well, yeah, actually. I mean, I don't know if it was because I cast command humanoid on him.
Awful creatures.
But for whatever reason, he's chill now. I'm changing our point to here. I'm save scumming at this point now. Yeah, open it with the key. We probably should have crouched before we did this. If I go up and talk to the Count, assuming he's in here, is he going to freak out because I'm not supposed to be here? So this is where you'd expect him to be. And I mean, just as a bit of a flex, right? Why not? This is nice. I like this. The Countess with the bow sticking out the back of the chair. It's a good look for us. But where is the Count? Is my theory correct that he's actually just being puppeted by his steward? The Count does not... Oh, there he is. Is that him? Well, no, that's...
You're not supposed to be in here.
Well, let's talk.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Aid for Bruma.
While Skingrad is threatened by an Oblivion Gate, I cannot spare any soldiers for Bruma. Whatever you may think of me, I still protect my own. This is my city, and Mehrunes Dagon will not have it while I remain Count of Skingrad. You too.
Well, at least he's chill about me being in here. That's nice. You know, doesn't seem to be too bothered by it. What's going on down here? The courtyard. Yeah, that's convenient. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for being down there either. Oh, it's that door we tried to pick a long time ago. Well, how about that? Isn't that lovely? Hi there. Hello. See, they're all chill because they have no idea what I've done. I've committed an act of theft is what I've done. I've stolen their keys. If I... Can we fast travel back to the gate? There's no other gates around it as far as I can tell. We don't see any other gates. It's got to be this one. Either the game is broken, okay? Or there is, in fact, another gate. Well, which gate is that? Why? What is this? Were there just 2 gates right next to this town within a stone's throw of one another? And this is the one they were talking about this whole time? This is absurd. This is patently absurd. I'm furious. I'm angry. This wasn't here before. If this gate was here before, we would have seen it. We would absolutely have seen it. I refuse to believe otherwise. Where are you gliding off to in a hurry? Get out of here. All right, we're going to go close this one now, I guess. It's within the stone's throw of the other one. They must have been hell-bent on taking over this town to open 2 portals. 2 neighboring portals with completely different insides. This is a completely different one than the one we were in before. Okay. Good. Good. I was worried things might get repetitive. I see that that's not going to be a problem. Which one's the main tower where we want to go to? It's probably the 3rd one there. We got to figure out how to get to it. There's probably some sort of secret underground passage we have to take. I actually cannot tell if one is like the one we need to get to. None of them have any like pillars of flame rising out of the top of them. So I guess we should just make our way to the... It's not this one. Because there's no pillar of flame rising to the center of it. Let's just run across the way. We'll run across the way to the other tower. And we'll see if that one has a big pillar of flame in the middle. And if neither of them do, then it really is just a case of trying to get to that 3rd one there. Probably via some underground route that makes traveling through these a waste of time. That's where they're trying to get us right now. Yeah, that's not here. They want us to waste our time exploring these towers for no reason. But I've already figured out their secret. I'm ahead of the game. I mean, I'm currently in the tower exploring it. This will take us to the Halls of Eternal Twilight. But should we even, or should we just go outside and see if there's not a passageway with a quick entrance? It probably is the case that we need to explore the tower and find a way to the basement or something. But, like, look at this here. Ow. This clearly goes somewhere. And this clearly goes somewhere. What are the odds this just leads to a passage? Ah! Looky here! Making our way around. We're so clever and smart. We're so clever and smart that it hurts. Now, what I do notice about this one is that there's no clear way into it around the base, which means that we probably do need to go in from the underground like we did on one of those towers in the previous gate that we closed. Although, remember, those had broken lifts, so it was sort of a waste of time to go into them from the bottom. But that might not be the case this time. I have a feeling each of these is subtly different, based on the fact that so far each of the ones of these that we've explored has been subtly different, or subtly even. And I know that that's a bit of a flimsy thing to go on, but it's what we've got to go on. This can't be what they want you to do. They cannot want you to try to hop over there. That cannot be correct. It'd be funny if we did it, though. Alright. Safe scum. No. Okay, we jump, but we need to have full confidence in what we're doing. I mean, yes, we've made it across, but what have we actually gained? What have we accomplished here? If there's no way in once we get over here, then this was all for naught. At least we proved to ourselves and everyone watching that we could do it. Oh, we were just moving straight up the side of this thing. There's no way in, though. Like, now that we're here, there's no way in. Unless it's around the backside here. Which it might very well be. Oh, okay. The fact that there's a turret back here says a lot. That communicates to me that we're on the right track. Okay? A hanging flesh sack? A door! We did it. We only went and did it. Hold on. Crouch first. Got to enter sneaky. All right, we got to use our abilities. Oh, look at it. Beautiful. Pillar of flame. It's all I've ever wanted to see in my life. Rising up. Kissing the stars. Where do you lead to? I think we do want to go to the rending halls. Yeah. That sounds right. Like, I'm going to pretend to know how to get up there. The rending halls, I'm pretty sure, is the route we want to take. Anything that goes up, basically. Now, what do we do if we do this? And we go back to Skingrad, and we try talking to the Count again, and he's like, I'm not going to help Broom while there's... What if there's, like, so many portals? And what if as soon as we close one, another one opens, and it just happens perpetually? In constant repetition? What if it's actually impossible? What if we've, like, logged ourselves into some sort of cursed quest line? I'm telling you right now, I do not believe for a second that this door was here before. Oh, hi. Hold on. Well, bad time to try to take a drink, I guess. Stay back. Probably not necessary to be crouching right now when this man is hell-bent on beating us to death. And he's got a dinosaur. I know it's a runt. They got such strange names for all these creatures. You got your runts and your scamps. Ugh, I feel like we would have seen this if this portal was open when we closed the last one. I know I've said this so many times. This is my last time. I'm not going to say it again. Cross my heart and not swear, because I probably will. But I just have this feeling, if this portal was open, I would have seen it. I should be doing sound like a voiceover for creatures in video games. That's what they should sound like. There's a red mark from what I believe is a creature on the lower floor that is still after us. Or it's this thing. But I don't see how the Antronach could have known we were, like, coming from so far. No, it's definitely something else. Maybe this guy? Did he just, like, improve his own skills or something? What was that spell he cast? We gotta find a use for all these fire salts. Wonder if you can make, like, a good chili out of a fire salt. I don't know why, but I feel like it's probably spicy. Really just don't care for the sounds those make. We need to be on the lookout for traps. Because we know that there are traps, and we've never once, like, actually been gotten by one, but we seem to always trigger them. See, they all know that I'm coming. I think because we just left someone, like, triggered downstairs, and therefore, no matter what, they're just going to know it's us on approach. Also, wasn't our inventory mostly full, and we did not have the opportunity to sell anything? Because when we got back to town, it was late, and we couldn't sleep at the end because we were, for some reason, engaged in hostile combat with a being we've never seen. See, look, it shows that I'm, like, seen right now. But I don't know by what. We got 3 different doors here. This is the one that's got a guy outside of it, so I'm going to assume we need to go to this one. Oh, no, but there's actually a staircase, too. Okay. One moment. Let me grab them arrows. Yeah, no, this is it. This is where we want to be. There we go. Okay, we're back to no longer being seen. So I guess we've gone through enough levels that whatever saw us on the lower floor that we missed is no longer bothered by our existence. Oop. Yes. Walk away from me, why don't you, you little creature. You little beast, you little scamp. You are a scamp, actually. See what I'm talking about with these traps? Is that they're just not very effective. I'm not even paying attention to them, and we just somehow constantly evade them and avoid them. Even though we oftentimes actively trigger them, and we probably should have died many times by now. Hello! This is going to be a bit of an awkward one here from you and I, isn't it? Oh, hello there, little one. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the scamp first. He's just like in the immediate area. Oh, good, there's more. Good, good, good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yep, nope, I'm having a great time. You know, I used to have the ability to summon one of your kind. Never did anything good for me the one time I used it. So there's 2 more red dots. I think they're above me. Did he say, feed me the Lord? It's a very odd thing to say. I don't even know what it means. Like, of the castle? Are you talking about Jesus? I mean, that's not really how communion works. It's not literally the blood and flesh. man, maybe he was looking for salvation. Maybe he was looking for another option, right? Another way to live his life. And what did I do? Killed him. Could have shared with him the good news. Instead, now he's dead. He was actively trying to kill me while asking for it. So, no, I hear this strange whispering again. I think this is everyone here. I think everyone here is actually just really hungry. Have you considered just going to Sonic? Like, none of the food is great, but it's all edible, and there's so many different choices. That's the real strong point of Sonic. It's not necessarily the quality of any of the food by itself. It's the fact that whatever you want, they've got it. You got someone in the family who wants, like, chicken strips. Someone wants a chili dog. Someone wants a burger. Someone wants a chicken sandwich. Someone wants cheddar peppers. You can get it all at Sonic. Mozzarella sticks. They got something for everybody. That's the strength. That's what they need here. Maybe they wouldn't be instituting this invasion if everyone who lived in Oblivion could just go to Sonic. If we opened up a Sonic down the road, maybe they'd be chill living here. Maybe they wouldn't need to invade Cyrodiil anymore. Could all just go to the, talk to the car hop, tip them a buck or two, get yourself a shake, a malt even, a delicious, creamy, sweet malt, and not invade the overworld. It's hot here. Can you imagine how improved their lives would be if they had access to ice cream? They'd be so much more chill. Happy hour drinks. If you've got the app, it's always happy hour. They could be getting 50-cent drinks every day. I mean, I don't know what size you'd have to order to get 50 cents. Maybe I'm thinking back to my childhood where everything was a lot cheaper. This isn't an ad for Sonic, by the way. It's just a bit that came to mind. And for some reason, we've ran with it. Or I guess been sneaking with it, to be fair. All right. There's probably another bad guy around this corner. There's probably a flesh sack somewhere. But I say that we forego all of it. Shoot this fella in the head. Really hoping that would be a one-shot. Very close. He doesn't know that I'm here still. There is a flesh sack right here. So I'll tell you what. Let's see what he's got. He's got nothing. He's useless. Just get the Sigurd stone. Or sorry, the sigil stone. Sigurd is a character in a different game. Get the sigil stone. And let's get out of here. Oh, there's actually a red... There's someone on the map heading up here. Oh, I see him. It's a scamp. The last thing I did was fire an arrow. I don't know if it landed or not. Can you imagine how awful that would be? It's like an inverse Dobby. As soon as we teleport, we're unleashing one final blow. Can you imagine? He died as the hero had already completed his task and was leaving. You could have just waited. Like, what did you hope to accomplish at that point? You weren't going to stop me. Did you think you were going to get revenge and people would praise you for it? You're still getting, like, beaten by the Lord of Oblivion for failing to protect the gate, my guy. You're not getting praise. Neither are you. I'm not really sure what you were here for. I don't know if they're really motivated by praise. They might just be mindless animals. I guess we're going to climb to the top of this hill. And we're going to have a bit of a look around to see if we see any more Oblivion portals. I don't at the moment. But we know that doesn't mean much. So we got one right over there. We got one right there. Are there more? Hi. I'm not in the mood to be dealing with a bandit bowman, to be honest with you. You have no idea what I've been through. I'd like to go back to town and see whether or not I can still use the room that I paid for that I've not been able to use for reasons beyond mortal explanation. Dare we fast travel? What time is it? It's 8. If we wanted to go do a midnight meeting, we might be able to just barely make it. But my concern would be as soon as the meeting was done, another portal would already have been opened. I'm curious to see what the lunatics got to say. I know it's not anything to do with the main plot or actual goal here in Skingrad, which was just to get aid for Bruma. That's all we wanted to do, is just get a little aid for Bruma and then be on our merry way. But let's just run in there quick as a fiddle, right? Quick as we can. We'll have the meeting with the crazy guy. And then we'll go talk to... Well, no, he's probably asleep right now. There's no point going to... talk to the crazy guy. We'll try to spend the night at the inn. In the morning, we'll go talk to the Count.
How are you?
I'm doing well, stranger. Thank you for asking. We'll go talk to the Count in the morning. We'll see where that gets us. It's possible another gate will open between now and then. If that's the case, I might call it. I don't know if I can do this much longer. I'm going a little stir crazy here. I'm going a little nuts. Feeling a little cuckoo in the head, but that's okay. So we want to be back here by midnight. Pretty sure this is going to be the general area where we need to meet up with them. So we're just going to crouch right here so no one sees us and thinks we're being suspicious. And we're going to wait. There we go. Yeah, just wait till 11. And then we'll just kind of sit here. We'll just kind of sit here and wait for him to wander around one of these. Oh, he's here early. Well, that's convenient for me.
Ah, you came.
I did.
You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching.
Yeah, no, that is what something
yes,
crazy would say.
I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you?
I do.
Lots of gold.
I feel like this man is a victim of
Here's my problem.
gang
I'm
stalking.
being followed. Watched. Marukote selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much.
So we know that there's a member of the city guard who is keeping an eye on him.
The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
I mean, yes, like right now, I don't know. Sure.
Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already?
You did.
Let's start.
I don't think he's got any gold.
Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to.
Okay.
We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me.
Okay, buddy.
Her house is almost directly across the street from mine, southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so.
I want to believe that there is some crazy conspiracy.
We're next. I'm sure of it. First Kvatch, now Skin.
Dude, there's already been two like portals outside.
We're all dead.
I think you're probably right. Yeah.
Remember, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
I won't. Definitely gonna do that. Let's go see if we can find that inn that we paid for already, and see if they'll let me spend the night there. I already paid, and I didn't get to sleep because there's some kind of imaginary enemy after me. So I would very much like a second shot at that room. I'm not paying again. It was 20 gold. It's twice the price of any other bed we've ever tried to stay in before. I will just go somewhere else. That was the Hammer and Tong back there, which means I'm pretty sure our inn... I can't even remember what it was called, though, is the only problem. I do not remember the... maybe I'll remember it when we come across it. I thought it was near West Wall. Yeah, this is it. We'll see. We'll see if it'll let us spend the night here. I have my doubts. I have my suspicions. She's going to try to charge me
Must
again.
have been the wind.
Yeah, it was just the wind. No.
For Lord Dagon!
What did I do?
Only the chosen will survive.
What is
the
this?
cleansing.
Stop trying to kill people. What is wrong with you?
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
This is uncalled for. Have you been waiting for me here like you knew I was going to be here? Is this what the game meant when it said there was enemies nearby? Goodness me. Probably, actually. Now, how did they know I was going to be here? Good grief. What's up?
Don't be shy. Join us, and do well by doing good.
I might. I'm still considering the Fighters Guild. I appreciate all the help you've given me. I've got so many other things going on right now. I'm trying to report in about these Oblivion portals. I got to get this thing in my backpack back up to Martin, the future Emperor. You're not supposed to know about him, though. He's up at the Cloud Ruler's Temple. Not that anyone's supposed to have that information. I'm trying to get help for Bruma, because I've also, like, there's this crazy guy in town who really badly... I like that he's nodding along as if he's listening to me. Crazy guy in town, I had to meet him. He thinks people are gang stalking him. I was just attacked by a cultist. Tell me more.
If you're interested, see Velena Daunton in Coral, or Azan in Anvil, or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhall.
I'm not going to remember any of those names, but thank you very much.
Training, beds, and good hard work. Can't beat it.
I agree. Everything he just said is I'm 100% agreement with. All right. Can we pretty please go to sleep in our bed that we paid good money for? Thank you so much, game. Do we want to help? Listen, let's sleep. We're going to sleep past when we're supposed to go help Crazy. We're going to sleep for 9 full hours. We're going to rest well. Go up and talk to the Count. We'll help Crazy another night. Doesn't need to be tomorrow. I'm sure it's not urgent. I'm sure it can be another day. We're now level 10. You woke today with a new sense of purpose. You're no longer afraid of failure. Failure is just an opportunity to learn something new. I agree. Increase our luck. What does personality do? Affects how much people like you, leading to better information gathering and better trade deals. Yeah, we probably need to increase that a little bit. And then I'm trying to get this up to 100 if we can. I think that would be good. I don't know where it maxes out at. It might max out at some point. I'm assuming, well, everything maxes out eventually, right? Should we go back on foot? Can I fast travel from inside of this building? No. No, I cannot. My only concern with fast traveling is that when I fast travel, there might be another Oblivion Gate opened outside the city. And this process will never end. I appreciate that everyone is just still down here, though. That's fun. Where's the quest marker guiding me? I didn't think to check that before. Does it say the portal is closed? Should I just check in on the quest? Look, there's the 2 portals we closed, right? There's the 2 gates. Will there be more on this side of town now? Yeah, probably. Probably that's going to be what happens. Where's Allies for Bruma? Outside his... Hold on. Where am I at? He said he would glad to send help if only he said he wasn't threatened by the Oblivion Gate. I should close the gate outside Skingrad. But I did, though. It is a different one! If we had tracked the quest sooner, we might have actually seen that there is a third gate. We're gonna go back to the castle. Okay? And we're gonna look out to the east, where apparently this other portal is. Right over here. We were in this area so many times. We're gonna go close our third. It's right there. Yeah, that came nowhere close to hitting. We're going to go close the third portal now, I guess, is what we're going to go do. That's fine. Maybe it'll be easy like the last one. The last one was super easy. Compared to the first one where we had to, like, wander around in the caves for a long time. Sorry, my weapon is broken. That's not good. Hold on, I need to take care of the scamp here. Goodness me. Oh, I think my inventory is also still... Yeah, we got a little bit of wiggle room. We're okay. We're not hurting too badly. We're going through hammers, I think, pretty quickly, though. No, actually, I think we've gained hammers. Yeah, we've just gotten better at not breaking things as we repair them. Saying that, I just broke who knows how many hammers. Still can't work on these. We've still got to get up to apprentice level. We're at 21 now. I think apprentice might be at 25. I might be wrong. I actually don't know. That's just a guess on my part. It's an assumption. You know what they say about assumptions. Okay, well, this looks very similar to the last one we did. In fact, this one looks shockingly similar to the last one that we did. Like, distractingly so. If it is actually the same, I might just try to, like, do what we did last time. If it is the same and it's this third one, and we can just do the exact same tactic from before, I guess we ought to go ahead and do our save scum there. Make sure we don't have to reset back at the gate. It's actually concerning how similar it is, if I'm honest with you. Because that makes it seem like something's bugged. Maybe it's my paranoia talking. Can I... Wait, do I have to fight things here? It's only just occurred to me that I might not actually need to fight anything here. Can I just run through to the end? Is that an option? I mean, I know we'll have a lot of guys chasing us by the time we get to the top. But is there a practical reason why I couldn't just sprint to the top of this tower? Go straight to the thing? And then get out of here? Hold on, where's the door? Right now, everything should be following me. Everything should be chasing after me. Wait a minute. It has never once occurred to me that we don't have to fight everything here. It has never once occurred to me that I'm pretty sure all we have to do is get to the top and get that sigil stone. I think we just got damaged by something. It might have been a trap. This is why you want fast movement speed, isn't it? Just so you can sprint to the top and not have to deal with all of these things. And this is also why you want a lot of stamina. Oh my goodness. obviously, this. I mean, when I say we've discovered the meta, I don't mean we were the first person to find it. I mean, this is the first time that I have personally realized that I can just cheese my way through here. Running past traps, I hear them falling behind me. Running past bad guys, I know that they're after me. Look, are we leaving behind epic loot? No, we're leaving behind basic loot. And it's loot, and I like loot. We could just take potions to restore our, reduce our fatigue, right? Or to increase our stamina or whatever. There's no actual obligation for me to run through here, and yet here I go. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. That's just happened. I am over-encumbered with whatever spell he's just put on me. But they can't all reach me at once, right, is the thing. Oh, no, I'm gonna die. Yeah, no, hold on. There's this whole horde of them chasing me. Wait. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. We're almost there. This is the one room where there might actually be useful things worth grabbing. Excuse me. And it would be inside of that little chest back there. Take that. And then grab that. And then just keep running. Have we only just gone and done it? What are you gonna do to me? What are you gonna do to me, huh? What do you think? How do you think this ends? I can't believe that worked. But was that even the right portal? Yay! I closed the Oblivion Gate outside Skingrad. I should speak to the Count about sending aid to Bruma now that Skingrad is no longer directly threatened. Ugh, what was that all about? It looked like I was inside of a cluster of enemies. Dude, ever heard of personal space? You want to back up off me a little bit? It's a little bit too close for comfort. Well, now we've learned our lesson about tracking quests properly, right? Maybe next time, you know, make sure you go into the right Oblivion Gate. Although I will say, 3 gates around a single town? It's a bit much. It's a bit much. They're super easy to close now that we know we don't actually have to do anything in them. Now, it would be more difficult if you didn't know the route. The first one we did today, where we had to go through a maze of tunnels in order to actually access the place, that would be a different story. But I feel like, considering that one was a carbon copy of the second one that we did, I think there's a limited number of I mean, obviously there's a limited number of layouts, but considering we saw them replicate or duplicate one right after the other, I don't think it's going to be very long before we've seen every Oblivion Gate option that the game has to offer, and we'll know how to just sprint right through all of them. But the gate is closed, and we can get directly now into the chamber where the governor, or whatever his name is, the Count is.
Your bravery is the talk of Skingrad. Well done.
That's what I've wanted to hear this whole time.
I believe the Count may want to handle this matter personally.
Cheers, mate.
Wait here. I will tell the Count you are waiting to see him.
What do you do?
How exciting. Should I actually wait here, or should I just go with him? In fact, I think if we wanted to, we could just completely bypass him.
Please.
Yeah, that worked. Aid for Bruma.
Faerun's Dagon has no more love for my kind than for my mortal subjects.
So he is absolutely a vampire.
We make poor slaves. You have helped me by closing the Oblivion Gate near Skingrad.
Yes.
I will likewise help you by sending aid to Bruma.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to hear. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Good day.
Good day to you as well. Good day, and again I say good day. What a wonderful day. What a happy, pleasant day, everyone. If we check our quests now, it won't be complete. I spoke to Count Skidgrad. He promised to send some of his best soldiers to help defend Bruma. What a joyous occasion this is. How fantastic. Now, of course, Kvatch, we still need to go to. We've never been to Anvil. We've never been, like, anywhere south. Or, no, we've never been to Breville or down here to Leowagen, whatever, however you pronounce that. Oh, that's like down here in Blackwood. That's like between Black Marsh and Elsewhere. We're right on the border of Elsewhere. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. We've not been down here either. We've not explored the majority of this map still. There's a lot of mystery to find, as well as whatever that is there. I don't know. It's Beldeborough, apparently, is what it is. So what do we do next? We can stick around in town and engage in Paranoia. or we can head back up to the Miss Gargant. I mean, I'm curious about this whole Paranoia situation. I want to see where that goes. A part of me wants to linger a little longer and kind of see where that ends up. But for we can fast travel back here at any time. For now, I'm curious to see what comes next. Let's head up here to Cloud Ruler Temple after we go outside first, because this thin wooden door is preventing the magic necessary to allow us to fast travel. All right, magic is a finicky thing like that. If you have wood, perhaps even with brass or iron fasteners on it, you're out of luck. Okay, you're not going through there. It's not happening. If the sneaking eye is open, another character, something or another, I don't know. Those things blow by way too fast for you to reasonably read them. Also, we've leveled up, and I didn't realize that, so we might need to go do something about that. And also, we should probably go artificially increase our lockpicking again. And I'm trying to still figure out whether or not it's possible to find a place where you can, like, rapidly jump up and down. Where's Martin?
With all due respect, sire, there must be another way. The risk is too great.
I know the risk. I was at Kvatch. But there is no other way.
What do you need, friend?
We have no choice.
Not right now, Barris.
The Countess will never agree to it.
She will. She must.
Does Martin...
Very well. The blades are, as always, at your disposal.
Does he know how to, like he's wearing a lot of armor right
Here
now.
you are. I have good news, of a sort.
Yes. Let's see what she thinks of your plan.
I don't... What's happening here? Explain yourself. You look silly.
You're back. And you've got the great stone.
I do. Yeah. I said I'd get it.
You did. I can count on you.
Give him the... Yeah.
I never thought to see a great Welkin stone.
I don't know if we could have done anything with it.
As beautiful as all the old tales tell. But of course, its beauty is a mask for its deadly power. Like everything crafted by the aliens. Now, we need only one more item. And we'll be ready to open a portal to Manka Cameron's realm.
What is the last item we need?
I should have seen it sooner. It's the counterpart to the Great Welkin Stone. Just as the first two were the opposed powers of the Daedra and the Divines. Welkin stones contain the concentrated power of Mundus.
Mundus.
Their counterparts are sigil stones, which are used to hold open Oblivion
I've
Gates.
got so many of them.
A great sigil stone, then, is what we require.
I don't know if any of mine are great.
You're not going to like it. Joffrey doesn't like it. The Countess of Bruma certainly isn't going to like it. Great sigil stones are the anchors of great gates. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn opened at Kvatch.
Oh.
The kind of gate the mythic Dawn wants to open here to destroy Bruma.
I see. So we let them open the gate?
I said you weren't going to like it.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
The risk is great, I know. I was at Kvatch. I saw the terrible power of the Daedric siege engine. But we have no choice. The only way to recover the Amulet of Kings is to allow the Mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to attack Bruma.
So I need to continue gathering allies.
No. I'll lead the defense of Bruma myself. If I am to be Emperor, it's time I started acting like one.
It's too risky. I'll lead the battle.
Remember when we first met in Kvatch? I told you that I didn't want any part of the God's plan. I still don't know if there is a divine plan, but I've come to realize that it doesn't matter. What matters is that we act, that we do what's right when confronted with evil. That's what you did at Kvatch. It wasn't the gods that saved us, it was you. Were you acting for the gods? I don't know. But now, it's my turn to act.
As you command, Emperor.
Please, my friend. I need your judgment, not your obedience.
Oh, I already told you I don't think it's a good idea.
So you understand me. And so you can explain to the Countess.
Wait, why do I have to go do that?
She may take a bit more convincing than you.
I'll inform the Countess at once.
Good.
But I won't,
Have her meet me
actually.
in the Chapel of Talos for a council of war. That seems a fitting place to make such desperate plans.
So what we're actually going to go do is we're going to continue to go request aid for Bruma, right? Like, we need more allies for Bruma if we're going to do this ridiculous plan. Unfortunately, it's not just thrusting us into it. It's giving us a bit of a break point here before we go talk to the Countess. You know, we've got times to go gather more allies. And if we have a look at the map, how many more have we got left? So we've already done Coral, and we just did Skingrad. So we've still got Kvatch. God bless them. They just had to deal with their own problems. So we got to go to Anvil, Bravel, Leowesian. I have no idea how to pronounce that. And that one there. Oh, and of course the Imperial City. We need to go there as well. So we're not even halfway done. We've got to figure out what to do next. We have a list of other quests. Like I said earlier, I'm curious to see where Paranoia goes. So I am actually going to head back to town now. And it looks like it's got two different options for me. Potentially to either go along with this ridiculous plan or to go report the man. I'm not going to go report the man. I'm a decent soul. I'm going to go try to... of course, we got to go outside because this thin wooden door here is going to prevent magic of teleportation from taking place. Maybe it's less that and more so when you fast travel, you're actually just walking there, and therefore you have to be outside to start your journey of 1,000 steps. Maybe we're reading into it. Maybe I'm putting more into that than there really is. But we're going to go back over here. It's 1 a.m. I guess we'll just go stand outside the feller's house for 5 hours. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. And see if anyone turns up. Like I said before, I really want it to be the case that he is in fact not paranoid and there is some kind of crazy plot. That's what I want to see happen. Why,
go ahead.
Is he out here right now for me to talk to him? That's not what we want to do. No, we got to wait for him outside his house at 6 a.m. I'm pretty sure it was the last prompt that we got. Right? Yeah, we got to follow Bernadette Pinel's. The 6 a.m., see what she does, then meet him behind the Great Chapel. So he's waiting back there like I already did this. He doesn't know that actually we've not done it at all. Am I supposed to go sit somewhere or something? What's happening here? Oh, this is actually her house. Hold on just a second. Give me just a second. We're level 65. That's 66. We're going to go to 70. I'm just curious to see whether or not having a higher level makes the lockpicking easier. That's another level. I might have lost count. I don't know if that was 69 or 70. Thrilling gameplay. If it's 70, 71. Well. Might as well go for 75. If we've already gone that far with it. I remember playing Skyrim for the first time around 2018 on the Switch. I'd never played Skyrim before, and someone told me, like, hey, if you want to level up sneaking real quick, just go crouch in the corner of, like, a tavern and put something on the controller, and you'll level up in no time. And I was like, that's so cheesy. I don't believe in video game cheese. I want to do it legit, right? The subtle rattle of lockpicks and falling lock tumblers is music to your ears. Your increased skills have made you an expert in security. When you pick locks, only one tumbler now falls when you break a pick. I mean, we could go further with it, though. That was, what, 75, probably? That's 76. We're going to stop at 77. Because even I can only take so much of this. The carpal tunnel's starting to set in. I think that was 77 right there. Yes. Okay. I don't know how exactly would make this easier. Other than maybe locks stay in place longer. Well, that was just me not waiting for the opportunity. They do seem to stay in place longer, but I broke the lock anyway! Oh, no! Well, it's okay. I broke it anyway because I hit it a little too soon. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. I got nervous. I broke it because I got nervous. It definitely, they were falling slower. So I feel like that has made a difference. So if we wait, it's basically 2 right now. So if we wait 4 hours, it'll be a little bit before 6. And we should be able to... I mean, do we need to be hiding necessarily? I feel like probably not.
Greetings, Bosmer.
So there he goes. He's heading home, even though he's behind the church a moment ago.
No time to talk.
Good day.
Bye.
Where is he going? Well, Bernadette's not come out. Okay, well, that's it. That's 6 a.m. right there. Okay, this is exciting. This is thrilling. Yes, there we go. I mean, clearly we're seen right now. No, we're being stealthy. Okay. Let's see if we can pickpocket her keys. We get into her house now, can't we? Okay, well, she doesn't appear to be following him. He's standing over there. Unless she's going in to report to someone, which is possible. I think people are allowed to go in and out of the chapel. We probably don't need to be sneaking in here. That probably makes us look more suspicious. La-ti-da, I'm just a normal guy at the chapel. La-ti-da, don't mind me. Is that Bernadette?
Adahorn Castle near Coral is besieged by marauders. I wish I could go and save them.
Yes.
I saw Ugak Ramogak earlier. At least
She's here for the service, you know.
Perhaps it was her sister.
I love
wouldn't
Stendar and Mara. Big fan of Mara. Love Akatosh. That's the guy right there. Big Akatosh fan. You know? Love me some RK.
What have you been getting into?
Me? Just worshipping the divines. You know how it is.
I'm Valandra Sabor, primate of Julianus. You may address me as your eminence.
I won't, but I appreciate it. See you later. Should we talk to Bernadette?
I'm Bernadette Penniless. I work for Tamika. I grow grapes for her wines.
Ever heard of Glarther?
Well, I know he's a bit odd, but I've always thought he was kind of sweet. Lately, though, he has been stranger than usual.
Really?
I think maybe he's been following me. I see him every morning on my way to chapel. I've tried to say hello, but he always pretends not to hear me.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what a secret spy would say.
I've lived here all my life. Grown grapes. It's all I know. Fresh air, mountains, the grapes on the vine. It's just beautiful.
Okay, so here's the situation. I feel like the game is trying to make me waste my time sitting here. I think the actual goal of the game is to trick me into following her around and wasting an entire day of my life in real life. Do you think it's going to be a problem that we're not wearing pants and we're sitting in the front row of the, like, in the temple right before the service? Is that going to be, like, problematic? I mean, this bit of the chainmail does fall down conveniently enough right into the crotchular region. So I think maybe it'll be okay. You gonna get on with the service up there, my guy? What exactly do you do? Do you preach anything here? Do you read from the book of Akatosh or something? Do you sing hymns? How does this faith work?
Well met.
Well met indeed, Bernadette Penniless. Is this what people do? You just come and sit in here? Maybe you just like pray. Maybe you just reflect on things. That makes sense. Yeah. Oh no, it's just a side door to Skingrad. I was thinking maybe that was like a side door that went to someone's office, or maybe...
How are you today?
See, like, I could believe that she's actually just a really good spy. And she's like, oh no, I'm just going to the temple because I know his routine, and if I'm patient, I know what he's gonna do next. What time of the day is it right now? What time is it? It's only 7 a.m. It's been an hour. That shadow's freaking out, man. That shadow's having a rough time. Look at it go. It's eating away at the house. Goodness me. All right. She's not really following him is the problem, right? Like, he's nowhere to be found at this point. I don't know where he went. Also, yes, I realize that we're quite obvious right now, but maybe she'll just think we're quirky, you know? Oh, wait, who is that? Did you just happen...
Good morning.
Okay, you just happened to walk outside just then? Okay. Like, y'all just happened to sync up, and maybe she handed you a note?
Perhaps you've met my brother David. Together, we are the Cirilli Brothers Winery.
Ever heard of this guy?
You may have heard that he's a bit touched in the head, and that may be true. But he's always been a quiet neighbor, never given us any trouble.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
Be seeing you.
Well met.
That's exactly what I would say if I was a spy in league with another spy, and I walked outside a door at the exact right moment to bump into my spy friend and hand over a secret note containing, or retrieve a secret note containing a detailed explanation of the person we're supposed to be investigating's like timeline of events and life and everything. And now we're both going to walk outside together. Well, guess what? I can walk outside as well. I think maybe we're just being paranoid, though. I think it's actually quite possible that we're just being a little bit on the paranoid side. It's dangerous out here, though. There was once 2 Oblivion portals out here not that long ago. Okay, she bumped into the blue-haired fella.
Met.
Hello, Tilmo.
You need to see Ugak if you want to buy a horse. She's inside.
Have you ever thought about looking at the people you're talking to?
You too.
Wow. Oh, look, it's the Surreal Brothers Vineyards. I've heard of them. I've trampled through their fields a couple of times. They make for good places to hide when you're stalking someone. There's a certain level of thrill to this. There's a certain level of excitement involved in following a random NPC through their life to see where they end up going. I don't want to spend 24 hours doing this. We already took her key. We could just go in our house. We could just go poke around inside of our house. But I feel like he's probably going to ask us questions. And we need to have answers. Does she work at the vineyard, perhaps? She might. Oh. She's just at work now. This is just her job. This is just what she does. How long does she do this? She's clearly not spying on him. All right? I'm willing to say that maybe this is all some elaborate cover. Maybe she realized that she was compromised and that I was following her. And she, negotiated with the brother who runs the vineyard, who she bumped into earlier, to get, a quick job so she could go cover. But I don't think that's the case. I'm of the opinion that she is innocent.
Yes?
Don't start with me. Don't start with me, buddy. I'm not in the mood. Where's the houses at? Let's go sneak into her house and see what she's got. We have the key. Do a quick save, Scumriddle. Right, there we go. Is this it? Is this her house? I think it was actually unlocked as well. I don't even think... Is that where we're at right now? I didn't pay enough attention when I walked into the door. We might not actually be in her house. We need to verify. Yeah, Bernadette Peniel's house. Her house might have even been unlocked. We might not even have needed to steal her key. Let's see what we got, though. Open that cupboard. Nope. Any notes? Any obvious notes? You know what? She works at the farm, so the hand scythe is a normal thing for her to have, as is the hoe. Both perfectly reasonable. A paintbrush. She's into the arts. Okay, corn. She likes to eat. Most people do. All right? And even those who don't enjoy it still partake. Else they die. What was that one? Was that a cup of tea? No, it was a tan cup. Not at all a cup of tea. What about that bag under the bag? An hourglass to keep track of her working hours, no doubt. Why did she bring it to work? I couldn't tell you. I don't care. Can I sleep in her bed? I feel like that would raise some suspicion. I might get into some trouble if I tried to sleep in her bed. Look, none of her books are all that, sketchy or questionable. Fishing waders. This seems to be the most normal human being that we have ever investigated. There's just nothing going on here. There's nothing going on here at all. I do need to level up, though, and I think we could probably safely sleep for a quick hour. Just to get that level up. You've ascended to level 11. Being smart doesn't hurt, and a little luck now and then is nice. But the key is patience and hard work. Cool. Very exciting. We can get that up to level 11, or level 100 at least. I thought we could go up to, 5. Yeah. So I guess this only goes up to 100, and then we're done there. So no more leveling that up, which is a shame. Do we want to try to max out speed next, and also dump some into strength? Keep forgetting we need to go sell some stuff. We got a lot of stuff on us. Oh, we can level up again. I didn't even realize. Yeah, we're going to get in a lot of trouble up here if we get caught. Possibly. You can't believe how easy it is. You just have to go a little crazy, and then suddenly it all makes sense, and everything you do turns to gold. I mean, that seems like an exaggeration, but okay. Yeah, let's get some more carry capacity, shall we? Oh, we can do it again. Is this because we, did a bunch of leveling up earlier when we, scammed the game? I feel like probably yes. It's the most amazing thing. Yesterday it was hard. Today it is easy. Just a good night's sleep, and yesterday's mysteries are today's masteries. Ooh. I like that a lot. That's clever. Okay. Show me these things down here, right? Maximum health, how quickly you regenerate health out of combat. Better trade deals, yeah, dump some into that. I'd like better trade deals. Okay, there we go. We're fully leveled up. We've investigated everything here, right? There's actually a third floor. It's possible that this is where we find the truth, right? It's possible. I'm willing to give our crazy friend the benefit of the doubt here and say that just maybe we have no lockpicks. See, that's the problem, isn't it? There could be secret things tucked away inside of here that we're not going to be able to uncover because we don't have any lockpicks. That's a problem. That is a problem. But it seems unlikely, you know? Like, it just doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. We could probably go buy lockpicks from someone. We have to kill time anyway. We can't meet with him until tonight. And we've got some stuff that we can sell. So let's see if we can find that that general store we went to before. You'd think we'd have the entire layout of this city sorted out by now, but I don't. Pretty sure this is the inn we spent the night in. This is the West Walled Inn, which means that right around this corner is the general store. But then right around this corner is that individual we spoke to before at the Hammer and Tongs. What do you do with an alchemicalist? We still need to figure out magic and whether or not we want to really get into that. Because I feel like we've done a really poor job of that. Why are you always running?
I salute you for your daring, hero of Kvatch.
Yeah, well.
You've proven yourself once again here at Skingrad.
That's true. That's true. We really have. I would like to, first off, repair...
If I can't fix it, it ain't broke.
Yeah, repair this. And to go ahead and repair this. Just so we don't have to worry about it later. And I can repair that myself. And then also, I'd like to barter with you.
Look at my wares.
Yeah, take
I'm
this
sure
Claymore of
there's
Shocking
something to suit
from
you.
me.
A
This
fine
long Sword of
transaction.
Pain. Anything else that we need to get rid of? I think those were like the heaviest objects that we needed to... You want a bone? Just take the bone. I don't need the bone. What have you got to sell? You don't sell lockpicks, do you? It seems like a long shot. We can buy repair hammers. I think we got enough, though.
Pleasure to serve you.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. It has been your pleasure, hasn't it?
Be seeing
Wish
ya.
I could train with you, but I can't. It's possible that in order to train with them, they have to be like you have to be a higher level. I'm not sure. I kind of want to stop in here and see what they sell. I'm assuming it's just alchemical ingredients, and maybe we could sell alchemical ingredients to them. What's your story?
Allow me to extend my congratulations on your daring victory over the evil forces of Oblivion. I am at your service.
I've defeated 3 portals outside, by the way. Daedra cults.
What makes you think I'd know anything about that?
I mean, I'm not accusing you of anything.
Just so happens, I've run into some sanguine worshippers up in the Imperial Reserve, a long way northwest of Skingrad. Can't give you any better directions, unfortunately. Traveled mostly at night with a guide and didn't see much on the way.
Well, that's suspicious. I don't know why I asked you about that. But okay. Nern route?
I don't know. Never seen that sort of route before. Head over to the Westfield Inn and talk to Sindarian. He could identify it for you, I'm sure.
Why would I ever want to do that? Seeking your roots. Quest updated. Okay. What am I actually here for? Bartering. I wanted to see what you sell.
You in some of my wares?
Yeah, it's just ingredients, which, like, we found some in the past. We might even have some on us right now. Are you interested in some scamp skin? I'll sell you both.
A good price for a good customer.
Do you like... how do you feel about bloodgrass and fire salts? I've got 12 fire salts. You want them? Yeah, sell those fire salts. Yeah, for 156? Absolutely.
Come again.
Definitely worth it then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. This was good. I increased something as well. I got some kind of level up from that. This is one of my skills. I don't know which one. Should we head back to the inn then? It's right around the corner. It's not the quest we're trying to track at the moment. But we've had, like, finding your roots or whatever it's called for a while, and we haven't even tried to pursue it. It's just been one that we've had on us. So who are you?
Hello there.
I can't remember the name of the person I'm supposed to be finding here. Reinforced door to the cellar. Probably not where I'm supposed to go. Not Maglier either. We could just check the quest. We don't have to select it, but we could just... Sindarian. And Okay, Sindarian. Are you just here still? Oh, you got your clothes back, though. That's nice. Good for you, I guess. Oh, hello.
You get any closer, and I'll turn your bones to ash.
I don't believe you.
Back off.
No. What are you going to do about it, huh? That's what I thought. Yeah, you don't mess with me. Let's just start trouble, why don't we? Oh, we were trying to buy lockpicks. I remember now. That's something we were trying to do. Can I just go down here? This was the West Walled Inn, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure, based on the number of times we've come in here. Oh, hello, Sindarian.
So, you've brought something for me to examine.
How on earth did you know that? I've got Nern root.
Yes, this is a genuine Nern root sample. Very nice quality, in fact.
What do you do down here in the basement?
That gives me an
Why
idea.
Why are you in this basement?
Since you already know what they look like, Do you feel up to a bit of a collecting expedition?
I suppose, yes, perhaps. What do you have in mind?
Excellent. But before you go, you're going to need to learn a bit more about Nirnroot. Otherwise, you may walk in circles and never find any.
Okay, well, tell me more about Nirnroot.
A few years ago, an adventurer not unlike yourself sold me a musty old tome containing alchemical formulas. Most of them were worthless. But one of the moldy pages contained a recipe for a potion known as an elixir of exploration, a sort of ultimate dungeon delver's brew.
Sounds good.
The formula looked sound, except it required an extremely rare ingredient. Yes, you guessed it, the Nirnroot. I put the book aside because, frankly, I had so many other delicate experiments going on that I just didn't have the time to go plant hunting.
Understandable.
Now that you're here, that changes things.
Okay, so tell me about this elixir of exploration.
The elixir of exploration is a multi-purpose potion that was obviously created with the dungeon explorer in mind.
Yeah, obviously.
The formula describes many magnitudes of the brew. If you're interested, I wrote a short missive about it for the Imperial Alchemy Symposium.
That's fine. I believe you.
You bring me 10 samples of Nirnroot, and I'll make the elixir available to you at a huge discount, as well as give you one for free.
Okay, so we just have to go find Nirnroot.
The best place for you to start would be Shade Leaf Copse, which is a part of the Great Forest northeast of here. Good luck, and hurry back with more of the Nirnroot.
Okay. Have I given you one? I actually don't know. But seeking your roots. Cool. So apparently, if we just go find some Nirnroot, bring it back to him, he's going to give us some kind of multi-use potion that I'm assuming is definitely not some kind of a scam. We hope. We don't know. Righto. Let's head back around the corner here and see whether or not they sell lockpicks at the general store. That seems unlikely. You know, I don't... Why?
Oh. Hello.
Wonder why you're running at me.
Welcome to Colovian Traders. Skingrad's...
Yeah, we've had this conversation before. Why are you running at me? That's a bit weird,
May
don't
I
you
interest
think?
you in some of my fine wares?
Do you have lockpicks? I didn't expect you to. We gotta find someone around here who's in the business, you know what I mean? We gotta find someone who knows a thing or two about stealing things. But whom? Who would we talk to?
A coin for an old beggar?
You're not.
I can see you are a kind soul, gentle lady.
You're not sus, are you? You don't steal things, do you? No. Have a coin.
Thank you, kind lady.
Can we actually have any rumors around here?
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
I was kind of hoping the homeless guy would be like, there's a sketchy dude who sells lockpicks around the corner.
What do you want?
I'm looking for someone who sells lockpicks. I'm kind of hopeful I just chance upon them, because I've done that a couple of times now, where I've just randomly ended up talking to someone. Well, I've spoken to you before, aren't you the, yeah, that's that guy. That's the guy who runs the temple or whatever it is, the Temple of Akatosh. Normally, when we find someone who's in the business of being a sneaky thief, we've just sort of chanced upon them while wandering around. And I'm just hopeful to do that again. Not you again.
Can't you see that I'm very...
Yes. You're very busy standing behind people's houses being suspect. I can see that. Well, I just don't think that we're actually going to get any benefit from going upstairs and trying to pick her locks, right? I don't really, honestly, truly believe that that's going to net us anything. Because I don't honestly, truly believe that she's spying on the guy. It's just that we've seen nothing to suggest that that is the case. You know, we tried to build a case around some sketchy behavior, but at the end of the day, people are entitled to behave in a sketchy way. It's a free country. The Emperor's dead. You can do whatever you want to. You want to have yourself lockpicks?
Hello.
Trying to find someone. Anyone. Oh, dear. Oh, look what we've done. I feel like behind these buildings would be the place to go. What we really need to do is talk to Shady Sam, right? I wouldn't mind getting upstairs in her house, you know, and trying to pick those locks just to verify. But she hasn't done anything. She went to work. Should we go check and see if she's still at work? I feel like probably not. There's 2 green marks on my map now. I don't know what either of them are. One of them is going to be back to his house.
Have mercy.
Or one of them's going to be back to behind the church, where we got to wait till midnight. I don't know what this other one is.
How are you today?
We'll investigate that real quick. 29 blocks away.
Can you spare a coin?
Oh, she's back. She's actually back. She's back from work. What time is it? Bit early in the day to be back from work. It's not even 3 o'clock. She must have a really good job. Oh, she's actually, like, armed, though. That just looks like a work tool. This is a farming woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a farming woman. This is all she's got in her mind. Look at this, actually, now that I think about it. Look at these grapes. I don't actually believe now that she has any ill intentions towards this man. I just don't believe it. The needy, you say? Okay, I think we're just going to go ahead and skip to midnight, and we're going to chit-chat with the fella and let him know that we found nothing of worth or value or interest, and maybe it would be different. Okay, I'm willing to admit that it might be different if we had lockpicks and maybe we went upstairs. Maybe we found something. We're not gonna know. Okay, we're just gonna report to him.
So, you saw Bernadette Penniless,
Yes.
did you?
Yes, I did.
She was watching me and following me, wasn't she?
Listen, my guy. She wasn't watching or following you. Should we just like play into his delusions? No.
Really? That is surprising.
Yeah, no, she was just...
I was sure she was watching me.
No. What about the rewards you promised?
Of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate.
Yeah, I see where this is going. What else do you want me to do?
Tutius Sextius.
What a name!
A quiet fellow, appears harmless enough, but I've identified him as one of my key suspects.
Okay, alright, yeah.
He's a clever one, no doubt about it.
This man is crazy.
Eyes in the back of his head. Always
One of them is going to actually be following him. That's my hope, is that one of them is following him. But what if the city guard just wants us to leave him alone because they're like brother-in-laws or something?
He's not watching me.
He's looking out for him.
I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report. I still can hardly believe she wasn't watching me, but it is a relief to be able to finally stop worrying.
See, what we're doing right now is we're giving this man peace. Okay, that's what's happening.
There's so much I could tell you. So many secrets. But then you'd be in danger too. It's best if we're not seen talking.
What I want to know is what are all these secrets he keeps alluding to having? Because I don't believe in any of them.
Large house between the Low Gate and the East Bridge. Alone. Suspicious, don't you think?
I don't think there's anything weird about a fella living alone. I think it's probably normal.
Don't let Tutius Sextius catch you following him.
He's much more dangerous than he looks. Press X to doubt. Okay. How does this quest manifest itself? He now wants me to observe the behavior of Tutius Sextius, another suspected member of the conspiracy against him. Glarthier said if I waited outside his house this morning, I would see him following him, and then I could find out who he was reporting to. At midnight, I'm to meet him at... Yeah, it's the typical. It's the typical. It's the standard. It's the thing that happens every night. Now, where are you taking me right now, game? Is this the guy's house? I don't have a lockpick. What do you want me to do? I can't break into his house. I think we just ought to wait. I'm going to say that we wait until... Oh, I didn't mean to do a save. If he's going to be out there in the morning to follow him, I say we wait about 5 hours. And then that gives this guy time to wake up and go out of his house and then start trying to follow our friend. Except he's not going to be following him. He's not going to be... We've expected... we've accepted what this really is. We know what this really is. It's paranoia. It's a problem. It's a tragedy. That's what it is. Is he ever going to come outside? Probably around 6, I would guess. Why didn't we just wait until 6? I wish we could actually wait intervals of an hour so I could just set it to exactly 6 a.m. Whereas right now we just kind of have to stand here and watch the light flicker around that distant stained glass window. This looks nice. I wish we could turn off all, like how you can F1 in Minecraft, I believe it is. F2, F3, one of those, whichever one. F2 is a screenshot. I think it's F1. Gets rid of everything on the screen. Kind of like a camera mode. I wish we could do that right now. You know, just enjoy the atmosphere here. Okay. 547. Really quick, is there anyone sketchy around here who's wandering around who looks like they might sell lockpicks? That's what we need. We need a lockpick boy. We could go into literally anyone's house, and it's possible we might just find lockpicks there. But there's got to be like a contact in town here. Also, we'll know when they've left their house because the little red arrow at the top will change to green. Now, one thing I'm curious about is whether or not when he leaves, if he leaves his door unlocked. If not, we might be able to pickpocket him again and get his key and go into his house. And I don't know what we would gain from that. I'm willing to try it. Just waiting patiently. I mean, we were told he would come out in the morning, right? My man is not coming out of his house. Okay, we're gonna give it an hour. Maybe maybe he's a late starter, right? Maybe he sleeps in. This man is not leaving his home. Okay, maybe wait another hour. Right, just standing out here in the rain. Nothing suspect about that. He's still very much in his house. Do we absolutely need a lockpick? Okay, I'll tell you what we do. I tell you what we do. Where was Shady Sam, right? Where's this? This is the Imperial Sewer. Imperial City Prison. I think we go back to the prison. I'm trying to remember where I found the man. Where exactly do you locate... Was it Shady Sam? Where is Shady Sam at? No, wait, he was over by the sewers. That's right. That's where we let out at. They go into the prison, and then you go down here to the sewer entrance. So he's like in between here and here. Let's just get out of here and go after him. Where's this take me? City Isle? No, hold on. I think we want to go the other direction. No, this is correct. So we need to move towards the south. And Shady Sam will be up against a wall here. He's our guy. He's our guy. He's going to give us some lock picks. And we're going to go back to town. We're going to start picking locks. We're going to start reading information about people. We're going to get down to the bottom of this mystery. He's going to sneak up on me here. I know he's like tucked into the wall along in here somewhere. He doesn't have a mark on the map. He should. I don't think we've seen Shady Sam since like literally the first stream. I made a short about him though, and people were not pleased that I mocked and ridiculed him. I apologize. I didn't know what I was getting into with Shady Sam. I didn't realize he was the GOAT when it comes to lockpicks. And to be fair, I don't think we've actually seen that borne out yet, but we're about to. Possibly. I mean, I might be completely wrong about where he is. I thought we left down here. We came out of that the sewer entrance. We wandered around for a bit along the road, and then we saw him hanging out up there. Is that not the case? That he was like right up there? Where is Shady Sam? Did I misremember where he was? I don't think I did. Did we somehow miss him? I would have seen Shady Sam. I thought he was over here though. Unless I'm way off base. Let me check the map again. Was he closer to the bridge? The first place we tried to get to after escaping was Waynon Priory. I think he was on the other side of town. I think my first instinct was correct. Because we did come out of the sewers, but then we had to work our way around town. I think is what we did. He's right along in here somewhere, though. We're going to find him. We're just going to keep hopping, because it'll increase our acrobatics. It might also lead to, like, an untimely death. If we take a great tumble over the edge. By accident, because I'm not paying attention to my steps. Which would be unfortunate. We're not going to miss him. We're not going to slip past him without seeing him. He was very obvious on the road the first time I saw him, even from a distance. Although maybe that was the key. Maybe you have to see him from a distance. Maybe he doesn't allow himself to be snuck up on. So you need to see him from a distance, and he needs to see you from a distance. No, he's right there. He's literally right there, and there's the bridge. I knew he was here.
You need something
yes, I do.
special?
Yeah.
Check out my wares.
That's what I'm here
You won't
for.
find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
I'm sure you're correct. That's why I've come to you. Let's do some bartering.
Only quality goods for sale here.
I would like all of your. I would like your entire supply of lockpicks.
I wouldn't make that deal with just anybody.
I don't believe you. I think you're full of nonsense. You want any of my stuff? You got anything? Look at all this stuff I got. I got these rubies. You want some rubies? Take a ruby. Take 2. Heck, I don't care. Take a topaz.
A good price for a good.
Don't talk to me though. Don't say your nonsense to me. I'm not in the mood.
Pleasure to serve you.
And you, Shady Sam. Well, no.
Come see me
To
anytime.
be served by you, it was a pleasure. Let's head back to town. Not to Castle Skingrad, where I'm assuming we could go if we wanted to report the situation. Let's actually head back down to that east gate. It seems like the best place to go. I don't know what time it's going to be when we get there. A lot of time might pass between now and then. Is he still locked away inside of his house here? He is. No, his door is unlocked. Is he inside? Is this okay? Is he going to be mad at me for coming in? Hello.
You're new here, or you'd know me. Tutius Sextius. My people have lived in Skingrad since the dawn. Father and the Count were
We've
best
spoken to
friends.
this man before. You know anything about Glarther?
I'm sorry, but I don't think I know any Glarther. Wait, do you mean that strange wood elf that you see wandering around the city?
That's the guy.
Yes, I've seen him, but never spoken to him. He seems to be at the low gate every morning when I pass by on my way to the castle.
That checks out.
Gives me the strangest looks now that you mention it. Almost like he hates me, although I have no idea why.
Yeah, no, that's him.
Yes, the strange wood elf who haunts the low gate every morning. You said he was Glarther. I'm afraid I know nothing else about the fellow.
Well, that's a shame. Goodbye.
Farewell.
While we're in here, let's go ahead and root through all of his stuff. All right, what does he got over here that's suspect? A chest we can't access. Some pretty basic books. Nothing sketch, to be honest with you. Yeah, some scales. He has a chest here, but I'm not going to try to open it right in front of him. He has a lovely downstairs. Oh, and he's got a basement, which is locked, which is not unusual. Unless he's keeping something strange down there. Steel helmet, it might just be a fashion statement, you know, at the end of the day. Gray Fox, man or myth? Interesting that he would have that. I wonder if... Like, what are the odds? Where'd he go? Where did he wander off to? Actually, where did he go? Oh, jeez.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Can we talk to him about the Gray Fox?
Perhaps you should seek out a priest, perhaps a beggar, or guardsman. You and I, we have nothing in common. What could we possibly talk about?
I was going to say maybe he's a brother.
Bye.
But I don't think he is. He's no fellow thief, and he's no friend of mine. Is he going upstairs, though? Is he going to stand right there long enough for me to root through his stuff? Let's do a save just in case he doesn't. Well, Hi. Are you following me? He is actually following me.
A pleasure to speak with you.
I don't blame him. I'm inside of his house.
Bye.
That's such suspicious behavior. You know what I mean? Like, granted, I'm in his house without permission. Like, we didn't even knock. We just came in. Okay, let's go outside. Let's go out. Clearly, he knows we're here and he's following us around. Let's head outside. And we'll sneak back in. And we'll try to remain unseen. Oh, his door's locked now. This one's suspicious. I'm not saying he's definitely stalking our friends. What I am saying is that he's acting very strange. We probably should have tried to pickpocket him. Before we attempt this, let's get to level 80. 78. I'm listening for the sound, the little sound effect in the background. 79. What level were we when we started today? Because we've increased our security to 80. Let's see. Well, that's on me. It's so much easier at higher levels. It's so much easier. Are we in trouble? Is he going to report us to the guards? Let's just go run up to a guard and see if anything ill has happened as a result of that.
It's you. Hi.
What a warm welcome we've received. Oh, here he is. Hold on. You got anything on you? Can we just take his key? Let's go. All right, we're heading in. We're heading into his house. Quick save there. No. Okay, we're heading into his basement now. We're gonna see what he's got down here. We're gonna see what secrets he's keeping, because he's acting suspicious, man. Or maybe he just didn't like having a weirdo freak in his house. That's also possible. Yeah, onions and rice. I guess there's nothing sus about that. Beef and a cheese wedge. Okay, you know what? Again, nothing all that suspicious. Yeah, no lettuce and corn and whatnot. You know what? It's really starting to feel like maybe this is just a normal basement with normal basement things, and that we were wrong to be suspicious. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's nothing down here. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's go trespass upstairs. It's odd that he caught us snooping around. Oh, I did not mean to take that, actually. Hold on. I don't want to be caught with stolen goods. That's not about that life. We definitely want to get rid of that. Where would that be? What did I even just pick up? I have no idea. There we go. No. We want to have that key. We definitely stole that key, and we're proud of stealing that key. That paintbrush we don't need. Was that it? What else did we take? A silver pitcher? We don't need that either. No, we'll pass on those objects. Everything else stolen that we have right now, we're keeping. Absolutely. Okay, what is this? See, I do it too early is the problem. I got to be more patient. Wait for it to tap against the top. His bedroom has this. Oh, he's got a Nern root. Okay. What have we got here? He's got a crystal ball, which is odd, but I don't think that's really like a problem. Yeah, okay. Is that his? Is that what he was wearing? It looks a little feminine. Does he have like a secret lady friend? Is that a part of his secret? Does he even really have a secret? I feel like probably not. Just judging by what we're finding in here. Yeah, no, this seems to be... Oh, hold on. Jewelry box. Okay, just cheese it is what you got to do. That's worth a lot. I'm going to steal the man's necklace. All you got to do to be good at lockpicking is to just cheese the lockpicking mechanic until you're like a really high level. And then don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about it ever again. There's just nothing here, though. A brief history of the Empire, some shoes. The man is very chill, right? Okay. I don't think we looked inside of here because he was following us around. Take his money. Okay, let's get out of here before he comes home. I don't know where he went. I have no idea where he ended up. We didn't really follow him all that well, so it's possible he went somewhere suspicious. But we're not going to linger and find out. Well, he's not that far away. He probably doesn't move all that quickly because he's so posh. Right? He probably walks at the proper speed and doesn't get into too much of a hurry. We're closing in on him fast, though. Oh, he's going to be like down there, isn't he? Yeah, he probably just went through the gate. So he's probably just heading up to the castle is all. Let's go check out What's-Her-Face's house, right? Because we didn't really get a chance to look at the things upstairs. Because we didn't have any lockpicks. Yeah, let's head into her house. It doesn't seem to suggest that we're breaking in right now. It doesn't say that we're trespassing.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you? Is she going to follow me up here? What are you doing with the claymore? Oh my god, that is unexpected. Maybe it's her late husband's or something, you know? We're gonna steal her gold. That's it, though. That's what we've come to her house to investigate those 2 locked chests. And aside from owning a claymore, which is really her only claim to fame at the moment, is that she owns a claymore, which is not a crime. It's not illegal to own a claymore, so I don't really think we can do anything about that. Should we go follow him a little bit longer? Should we go try to, like, catch up with him as he makes his way up to the castle and see if he gets up into any shenanigans up there? I think that might have been where we talked to him last time. I might be misremembering. I'm pretty sure he just hangs out up there at the castle. Oh. He's got a horse. That's his horse. It's a bay horse. Wait, this isn't the way to the castle. The castle's in the other direction. He's talking to this guy.
Take care.
We talked to him once already. Where could you possibly be going? There's a part of me that wants to find out, but there's another part of me that knows that it's just nowhere. He's not going anywhere. He's just going to wander around in the fields. Maybe he's going to go meet with the woman from before who... Oh my gosh, those look like some heavenly sheep right now. Look at him moving. Look at him glowing. Absolutely magnificent. That is majestic. I've forgotten everything I was supposed to be doing. Where are you going? Listen, he's clearly not following our friend, right? Like, that's not happening. But also, where is he going right now? Imperial City, Skingrad, and what do you mean activate? What happens if I activate that? Kavach. It has the option to activate, but it doesn't do anything. What does that mean? Is the game broken? Is that the problem? Why do you move so slow? I think this game was made as... this mission was made as a troll. The point of this mission is to trick you into thinking you're doing something, so that you continue to follow these people around in their incredibly mundane, routine days. Okay? As they rightly... There's nowhere you could possibly be going. You know what we could do? Why are you going that way? You know what we can do? We can wait an hour, and then we can see where he's at, right? Because he'll fast travel ahead a little bit. No, he won't. He'll just still be right there. Took him an hour to walk from there to there. Is he just going out for a lovely walk? Let's look. Let's get a look at his trajectory, okay? He's going this way. So if he's going this way and he keeps going this way, where's he going to end up? It'd be crazy if we actually... I mean, there is something over here. There's these Bleak Flats Cave. But this can't be where he's going. I don't believe it. Because that would be too much intrigue. And I don't believe that there's that much intrigue in this mission. Uh-oh. Ah! Hello. Sorry, I didn't know you were here. I apologize. I would have dealt with you sooner had I realized. This man be meandering, that's for sure. He said he was going to the castle, didn't he? He's like, oh, I see him when I pass through the gate to go to the castle. When I go to the castle. But he's not going to the castle. He's just meandering. Slowly. Through the foliage. Like a menace. Could this just be, like, an afternoon activity for him? No, now he's looking around. No, now he is acting sus. Wait a minute. Could we be onto something here? Is he waiting for someone to come meet him? No shot. Wait a second. Okay, he's looking directly at me, which is suspicious, I guess. If there was someone else around here who came up to talk to him, I would 100% believe that he is a weird, creepy spy. Maybe someone from the Bleak Flats Cave, not far from where he's looking. Is that gate open again? Son of a gun. Is that the same one, or is that yet another gate? That's another gate. We could have wandered out here and found another Oblivion Gate and potentially closed it, not realizing that it's unrelated to this one. That's insane. We're not going to wander close enough over there to get ourselves into any kind of trouble. I mean, how long can we keep this up? Oh. Well, that's just a bandit. That's no one of importance. I think just like an evening ride with the horse. I think that's all there is to it. I think we're reading into it, and there's nothing happening. There's nothing sus here. The man enjoys an evening ride with his horse. Many people do. Not like miniature people, but multiple people enjoy an evening ride with their horse. It's a little late. You know, there's bandits out. There's an Oblivion portal behind us. Who knows what... It's dangerous times to be going out if you're like a rich upperclassman who has no need to converse with the local ruffians. Oh, he's off his horse now. Is he just leaving the horse here? Who does the bay horse belong to? Is this a part of his scheme? Is there information on the bay horse? Someone else is going to come collect the bay horse, and it's going to have a secret note scribbled into and weaved into its mane or something? What? Is he just going back to town now? What time is it? We can head straight from this nonsense to talk with the guy and let him know that this fella is not only not following him, but he's incredibly boring as well. He's incredibly uninteresting. He's just heading back to town. There's nothing weird going on. We're going back to town. And we're going to go tell him. There's nothing weird going on around here. Okay? The lady you had us investigate before, Penniless, she's a big claymore. We don't know what she's doing with it. Doubt she can use it. She's quite small. But she does have a big claymore. Look, there he is.
What's your story?
Oh, don't bother me, you two. Don't pretend. I'm not. Don't. Okay? No, don't say hi.
No. Heard any news from the other provinces?
Acrobatics do be popping off right now. We're just going to go crouch down over here. Okay? We're just going to wait. We're going to wait until, what time is it, 9? We're going to wait 3 hours, and hopefully he lingers here a little longer. Actually, didn't he get here a little early last time? I think I already hit cancel. Tragically. Yeah, he's still back here.
Tell me what you learned about Tutius Sextius.
I've had the most boring day of my life, okay? He's not watching you.
Really? So you're saying that neither Bernadette Penniless or Tutius Sextius is part of the conspiracy against me?
That is correct.
Hard to believe.
What about your reward?
Yes, the gold that you value so highly. I wonder what price betrayal... Never mind that. Well, we shall see. I do have one more name for you.
Let's go. Let's go. What else do you want from me?
Do you know David Sorely?
Is that the guy who came to talk to us?
Yes,
No, that's this Vineyards guy.
Sorely Vineyards, pillar of the community,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah.
Who would ever suspect him? Perfect
You,
cover
I
for
assume?
the ringleader of the whole conspiracy. He watches my house constantly. You'll see. He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you.
Look, rule of thirds says that this one might be
The Sorley
possible.
house is right next door to mine. A large house with a backyard conveniently located to observe my every move.
Okay, tell me about the... No, let's have a final conversation about Tutius.
I was sure he was part of the conspiracy. Sure of it. I guess it just goes to show... Well, we'll see what it goes to show, won't we?
I suppose so. Bye-bye.
Be careful. David Sorley is the ringleader. You must not let him catch you watching him.
I believe you for sure, man. I absolutely don't think that you're crazy and wasting my time. I definitely think this was a good investment here. You know, we could have gone and tried to, like, destroy some more of the portals and whatnot, but this was definitely the right call. So whose house is it? Is it this one right here? No, it's probably the one next door. He said it had a big backyard, didn't he? Yeah, this one right here. Reinforced door to their house. Okay, do a quick save in case we cook this. You know what? Maybe if we just go ahead and level up again real quick. Right, that's what, 81? How far do we go? I'm thinking, like, 82 will be right there, yeah. What if we went to 88? Or 90? Or 99? Or 100? Or just 85? 85 would be fine, too, because we're almost there. Oh, hold on. What did it say? I should do what immediately? Oh, shoot. That was stupid. We could just go all the way to 90. Okay, there we go. That 85 is good enough for now. Woohoo! Just brute forcing it. Now, it's possible we get inside of here. We probably should have done a quick save now that I'm thinking about it on the other side of the door. But we've got an autosave for right here. So things get dicey. Basement, and then upstairs is probably where they're at. So that's just the reinforced door to Skingrad. What would be an alarm that you might have in this era? Just like a bird that squawks whenever someone walks by, so it could give us away? This is just going to be another bland, boring basement, isn't it? It's just corn and things. It's just carrots and lettuce and potatoes, which all sound delicious right now. There's precious wine, the Cirilli Brother wine. Yeah, high dollar, high value, most expensive wine. Yarn, corn, paintbrush. Nothing suspicious down here. There's nothing suspicious going on around here. Where's that stick in the corner? It's a broom. A normal thing to have in the basement is a broom. I mean, look, I'm hesitant. No, take the gold. I'm hesitant to go upstairs because I'm sure they're here and asleep in their house where they live. Or at least one of them is. But at the same time, where does that go? Skingrad? Probably second floor? Well, this is an odd room. I'll give you that. I hear Nirnroot. I don't know where it is, but I hear it. It's a candle. That's nice. I'll find the Nirnroot, don't you worry. Clay pictures and things? Like, this is an odd room, but it's not an illegal room. Nirnroot is probably upstairs. Yeah, nothing suspicious. Like, all I'm looking for is something that says, I spy on people. You know what I mean? Anything to make that suggestion, even. I just want to report back to this man and tell him he's not crazy. Yeah, so they do both live here. Okay. Call me a save scummer, but we're gonna do save before we attempt to pickpocket them. So a house key we don't need because we've already investigated everything here. We've unlocked every door. We have no need to... Oh, my sneak is increased. That's great. We have no actual need to steal their key. And, you know, if they ever lock the door again, we can just break in. Although it would be quite the trick, wouldn't it, to get one of the keys? Okay. Back out we go. Back the way we came. All the way down the stairs. And then we'll check the prompt for the mission and see which one we're supposed to follow. Because there's two of them, and he did mention one of them in particular. So let's have a quick gander at that. We'll ask them in the morning whether or not they know anything about him. Final person to investigate. David Cirilli is spying on his house. I should observe him for a day and then report back. Okay, all right, yeah. I don't know what time. We're going to skip ahead 6 full hours. And if the guy's, like, out and about, we'll just go trace him down. Because in the past, We followed people, and it was just a waste of time. So where's my guy at, right? Can't just go inside and say hi? Does it say that I'm trespassing when I go in? It doesn't. Also, that was not what I should have done, because I just went back outside. They have a very narrow house. It's very thin. You can get from one side to the other very quickly. Probably actually should go upstairs, right? Oh no, it's now prompting me to go outside. No, there's a green one upstairs. It's probably one of the bedrooms.
Good morning.
Hello, I'm just in your house and you don't seem to care. What are your thoughts on him? This isn't the one we're supposed to be talking to, but I think we've already asked him.
You too.
Yeah, you have a good one. Could he be, like, hanging out in his room or something? Where's he at? Which room is his? Wake up. Get out of bed. Talk to me.
Good day.
Hi. Well, thank you for letting me into your house.
You may have heard that he's a bit touched in the head, and that
I think I've talked to him too.
But he's always been a quiet neighbor, never given us any trouble.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You too.
We're just gonna, like, hang out in your house now and observe you in a way that you probably will think is creepy. I've got to go to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Nothing's gonna happen between now and then. Like, he's gonna come out. Well, son of a gun. I was expecting to come back and he'd still just be standing there. Hopefully he doesn't wander off, right? We'll see. I'll be right back. I'm back, and I'm actually shocked to see that he's, oh no, he's still here. No, I take it back. He's in his brother's room now, which is suspicious. That's odd behavior. Maybe he's tidying up for him. I don't know. He's definitely not spying on his neighbor. Okay. Well, listen. Let's say we wait 3 hours. We'll see where he's at and what he's doing in 3 hours. Is he still up here? Strangely enough, yes, he is. He's just hanging out up here. Is he going to go anywhere? I don't know. It's currently 12:55. Let's wait another 3 hours. About to be 4 o'clock. Don't look at me like that. Oh, heavens. They're both in here. Are y'all trying to, like, run me out of your house or something? I don't think they like me being in here right now. Yeah, we might need to go. It might be, like, after hours for their house to be open. You know what I mean? Like how we were at that other guy's house, and then suddenly we shouldn't have been there anymore. Yeah, that's the case. Okay. Well, in that case... Oh! Well, this is nice. I mean, I don't really need to pick the lock. Don't I have a key? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's strange how they don't talk to you.
Sorry, friend. It looks like you've wandered into a restricted area. You've got to leave. Now.
Okay. They seem really chill about it for some reason. Like, they don't seem to actually mind. Which is odd. This guy's always around. Why is this guy always around wherever we go? Maybe he's spying on him. Maybe we ought to wait, you know? Hold on. Why are they both back? Can I sneak into their house? This guy's always around as well. You know, maybe he's barking up the wrong tree, so to speak. Yeah, getting that key was an epic boon to us.
Hello. Hello. They say that Oblivion Gates have opened outside cities all across
Yeah,
Tamriel.
4 of them around this city so far.
By the gods. Without question. Glather is acting even stranger than usual, don't you think? I agree. He's always writing in that little notebook. Sometimes I think he's watching me. I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring
Okay,
new
well that
members.
didn't sound like a conversation between two people who are spying on a man.
Fadus Calidius sure can use a shield. I've never seen him take a hit. I've heard that about Fadus. He's quite impressive. So I've heard. Good day. Farewell. I'm listening. Please, go ahead. Glather is acting even stranger
Are they
than
upstairs?
usual, don't you think? No doubt. Fadus Calidius sure can use a shield. I've never seen him take a hit. I wouldn't mind making a few bets, but I'm not sure about Graklak. He seems a bit slick to me. Take care.
Do you think it's possible that we're actually being used by Glaudius? Do you think he's got us out here, or however you say his name? He's got us out here collecting information on his neighbors so he knows when to rob them or something like that. We're like, oh yeah, they're not following you. And he's like, interesting, intriguing even. Should we wait a little longer and just see if anything happens? It's currently 5 o'clock. If we wait another, like, 3 hours, okay, we see whether or not they go somewhere. Because it looks like he just stays home all day. Like, he doesn't seem to ever leave his house.
Evening.
Hi. You're always about. Does anyone ever come to their house? Does anyone ever show up here? Like, to talk to them? He's just wandering around upstairs. I think this is the most uninteresting of the lot we've had to investigate so far. That's an unfortunate painting. I feel like he is the least interesting. We're gonna fast travel. What time is it? 8? We're gonna do 4 hours. It's gonna be midnight. And if he's not gone somewhere, come midnight. I think I actually just canceled out of it. I'm actually not sure what just happened there. Yeah. We'll do 1 more hour. If he's still in there, he's just not doing anything. I've been trolled by the developers of this game. They've completely they've shreked me over here, and they're laughing about it.
So, what did you discover about the upstanding David Surly?
He's the most uninteresting person ever.
Just as I suspected, they've gotten to you, too! Not one of them involved in the conspiracy, and you expect me to believe that? Now I know for sure that they are all in on it, and therefore, they all have to die, starting with you!
Well, this was probably avoidable. Can we actually... I mean, what can we do about this? Hold on. I think that's control whatchamacallit, isn't it? Hold on, let me check. That's command humanoid. Where is, like, calm? Where's that one at? Soothing touch, that's the one. There goes all my magic. It's certainly not working. I don't want to kill him is the problem. Like, I think he's just like a paranoid fella, but maybe he's also, like, maybe he knows something, you know? I think we might actually have to kill him, though, is the only problem. It's the only thing that I'm disappointed about. So let's attack him with some magic, right? Because we never use magic. Let's attack him with Flare. There we go. Destruction magic increased to 7 by virtue of using it exactly 1 time. Should we also drink something that's going to increase our magic? We probably have some. Do we have any magic? Let's see. Cure, Disbelief, Dispel, Fortitude, Restore, Magicka on Self. Yeah, drink that. We need to use magic more often. We need to get that leveled up. I don't know why. It just feels like something that's important for us to do. We've already got Destruction magic up to 8. I'm sort of also hopeful that if we just keep... Because if we shoot him, it'll be over. If we shoot him, it'll be over immediately. He'll be dead. I'll feel bad. Potion... Where was it? Restore Magicka on Self, yeah. Whereas if we keep shooting him with fire, he might eventually kind of give up the whole combat encounter. Also, we're leveling up Destruction rapidly. But my hope is that he just kind of chills. destruction increased to 10. We've burned through all of our magicka. He's definitely not calming down. Come on, buddy. Maybe we shouldn't go for a headshot. Shoot him in the knee. You used to be an adventurer like me until you took an arrow to the... He doesn't know the bit. Glarthur is dead. My attempts to convince him that there was no conspiracy against him have ended in tragedy. I kind of wonder what would have happened if we had, like, lied to him and just told him that all of those people were after him, or any one of those people were after him. Might he have lived his life? He probably would have decided that they needed to die. Let's be honest, that's probably what would have happened. Is this his house? No, that's Tamika's house. Where does Glarthur live? Where was his house at? I thought he lived, like, right over here, based on where he was always hanging out. Was that the end of the quest? Shamar's house. What? He was always like, they live next to me or whatever. Doesn't he not live anywhere around here? Was it always a lie? Is he just like an urchin who wanders the streets? We never did actually see him go home anywhere, now that I think about it. Do you reckon we should have gone and reported him to the guy in charge of town? Actually, let's check. Was that quest completed? We should have gone and talked to Mr. Dion, captain of the Skin Guard, warned me not to get involved with Glarthur, saying he was crazy and possibly dangerous. He also asked me to contact him if he ever asked me to do anything strange. We probably should have done that. We probably should have gone and contacted him. We might have been able to save his life. You know? We might have been able to actually save the man's life if we just reported him to the police. You know, and they got involved and said, listen, buddy, you've clearly lost your mind. This is Glarthur's house right here. Let's get inside and see what awaits us. Watch it be like a murder dungeon of some kind. Let's see. I mean, it just looks like a normal house so far. Nothing suspicious. Hourglasses and whatnot. Food. Stacks of books. Mixed unit tactics. He was doing some research. Mysticism and the Brothers of Darkness. Listen, a guide to Bruma. The man is clearly not all that big of a threat, right? What is this, his basement? This is where we find out that he's just got some carrots and things. Look at all these onions, some bread. He's just a regular guy. Oh, he's got notes. Oh dear. Sextius may be one of them. Noticed him staring at me today near the low gate. I am tempted to stop going out, but that might tip my hand. They must not know I'm aware of their agents, or they may finally move against me. Yes, Taudes Sextius lives alone. No one knows what goes into that big old house of his, or what goes on in that big old house of his. Could it be the headquarters of the conspiracy if only my movements were not so closely watched? Are they all different notes? Is this where we find out that he was actually right, and we should have told him that someone was absolutely conspiring against him? Take his lockpick. He doesn't need it anymore. He's dead. Let's start from the top. Observation of David Cyril. Morndas watched me from his upstairs window. He pretends to work, but I can tell that he's really watching my house. Spent several hours whispering to his brother. Could Gaston be involved as well? Tyrtus followed him to his vineyard. Don't think he saw me. He went off by himself once. Could have been burying secret evidence. Note, go back tonight and search for this. Could be the break I need to finally learn the truth. Oh, we should have done that. Midas, too sick to go out today, but noticed him staring at my window. Tyrtus, searched the vineyard tonight, found nothing, but the grounds had clearly been disturbed. He must have learned I was spying on him and removed it. Note, need to find someone from out of town to help me. My movements are too closely watched. Freitas, David watched my house again. He doesn't even try to hide it anymore. They're becoming more brazen now. I think I'm as good as caught in their net. I must strike back before it's too late, but are desperate measures called for yet? Do I have enough proof to justify my actions? Current thoughts on the conspiracy. Mercati selectives. Most likely, ruthless and secretive. I've undoubtedly earned their enmity by my vigilance numerous times. The Blades, supposedly the guardians of the Empire, question, do they know that I know their dark secret? Everything hinges on that. Mythic Dawn, need to learn more about them. Obscure hints from various sources suggest they could be the most dangerous of the three. Question, why do they want me dead? I think he might have been a victim of imaginary gang stalking. Mundus, today I caught Bernadette penniless watching me. I have very little doubt now that she is one of them. This saddens me. I had thought her one of the few to show me kindness in this nest of treachery, but now it seems that it was all a lie. Yeah, I think he might just... Good news! I myself a chance. Found someone to help me today. A stranger who can move freely. Hope to have proof against Bernadette Pinel's by tonight. Not involved in the conspiracy, at least so my new acquaintance tells me. I hope that's true, but my instincts are rarely wrong. I have no reason to suspect treachery yet. The report on Sextius should help me decide where my new friend's loyalties lie. I fear a conspiracy spreads further than I thought. The supposed stranger in town appears to be involved. It is likely that both Bernadette Pinels and Todia Sextius are blameless. Or is it likely? But I must not act without proof. I have always held myself to a higher standard than my enemies. To report on David Surreal will tell me the tale. Oh, will tell the tale. I fear that the end is near, but I will not go down without a fight. They know well that Glarther, at least, did not submit to their yoke quietly. And then this is the final one down here, the one we started with. I feel so bad. I really do genuinely feel so bad. Because I wanted to save this guy, right? I wanted to help him. And instead he's dead. He was crazy. We were warned! We were warned that he was crazy. We should have listened. I thought there was maybe actually really a conspiracy. I thought that maybe the town guard was in on it. I think I just wanted to believe. I wanted to believe so badly. And in the end, he's got a bunch of stuff. You know, he's dead. He doesn't need any of this stuff anymore. You know, we can absolutely take it all. I could probably read that manual on spellcrafting. It would increase my, yeah. Sometimes you can read these, and you'll gain some levels. Maybe that's not the case with these, or maybe I already read them. Okay, so that's not one of them. We already checked all of these, right? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Stand up. Stand up right now. Get up. We checked this one by the entrance. Yeah, I don't know, folks. Oh. Oh, he was, like, heavily armed. Well, he was at least ready to defend himself. You know, no crime in that. I support that. It's probably a good call. Man slept with a iron battle axe on his nightstand. Maybe not the most practical thing to sleep with, but again, he was prepared. He's got all these paintings as well. What's up with all these paintings? Why does he have so much? Is he like a hoarder? Is that what they're trying to get across with all of these piles and piles of things? Possibly. I'm just stealing all his gold. We'll be on our way soon. He's got so many chests with almost nothing of worth or value in any of them. Yeah, no, I don't know about this. A guide to Anvil. I mean, it could be useful. Can I sleep in his bed? I do need to level up. What if his ghost shows up, though? Why are you in my house? I know the truth of the conspiracy. What did it say? Yeah, I cannot sleep while trespassing. Am I, though? The man is dead. I mean, I know, but does it just default ownership to the state? Why does he have skulls? Why does he have skulls? Why is that the case, that he has skulls in his house? Why skulls, though? Okay, where's the captain of the guard? Where would I find that? Take me back to them. I do want to talk to the man before we leave. If we zoom in here, can we find that? Where would that even be located? We got all these inns and things. Oh, heavens. Great Chapel. Okay. The West Wald. So we have a quest going. I can't quite see all the way up here, so I literally can't see what that is. I think these are all just houses. The West Walled Inn. Yeah. So those are the two exits from town. I don't see anything that suggests to me that it would be where you would find the captain of the guard. Oh, town guardhouse right there. Okay, so I gotta go back here, across the bridge, and take a right. I can do that. Immediately probably going the wrong direction. I do need to be up top there.
Oh.
Hello. Oh. Hello. Okay, there's the east gate. There's whatchamacallit's house. Is it right here? I don't know if the boss is going to be inside of here. He might be out and about on patrol or something. But this seems as good a place as any to find him. And the only reason I want to find him is because I do want to see if I can actually talk to him about what happened. And just see if he has any comments on it. Because Bethesda games are usually pretty good about having characters talk about things after they happen.
Duty calls.
Yes, indeed.
He turned up dead. I guess someone finally got tired of his crazy behavior.
Are we not going to tell him it was us?
He turned up dead.
That's sad.
He's that thief that the Imperial Watch are always going on about. He likes to steal from rich folk.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Goodbye.
Good day.
I think that probably wraps it up for here, folks. I think we've had a pretty good run for tonight. Had a decently long stream. Had a few people pop in here and there. Very, very little chat across the platforms, though. Tragically. But I've had a pretty consistent 3 or 4 people watching on YouTube, which I do appreciate. So thank you for your viewership. And we're going to do this again Saturday morning. We're going to do a bigger stream where we focus a bit more on maybe trying to get all of the help that we can for Bruma. So until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I will see you later. Goodbye.